We're just going to start right now, and we'll go probably until about 2 o'clock. As long as people are in line, kind of want to get on.
I want to go
I don't have anybody here.
Talk about the Warrior Rising.
That's what I figured you were here for today. Let me make sure.
No, so Warrior Rising's a 501c3 that helps veterans, military spouses, and their dependents start, scale, and grow their businesses. So this year we're launching a pilot program where they'll be with me for 13 weeks learning a lot of the business fundamentals. They go in through 4 weeks of pitch prep with Reggie, and then at MCOM they pitch for 20 grand. I think we're connected on LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure. So I'll tap you on LinkedIn. Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to Live from Tech Alley. It is May 16th, 2026. I'm Jason LeDuc. I'm your host today. We are bringing you everything happening from Tech Alley in downtown Las Vegas at fabulous 3rd Street, Vegas, our new home. Although it's not that new. We've been here for about 5 months now. I think this is our 5th month here. So we are here at 3rd Street, Vegas, the newest community incubator, accelerator, community space for the arts and creativity in Vegas. And they're kind enough to host us tech people as well, and we're seeing a lot of synergies in the community. So we're going to be bringing you lots of conversation with the folks who are presenting here at Tech Alley, from the folks who are attending Tech Alley, from people who have things they want to tell you about. But the first thing I want to pitch is come on down to Tech Alley if you're in Vegas today and you're interested in tech, if you're interested in drones, if you're interested in crypto, if you're interested in coding, if you're interested in entrepreneurship, if you're interested in raising money for your business or your startup, and not just giving equity away, but other ways you can raise money without giving up equity and building up that capital stack. What else do we have? We have AWS meetup today. We have, I'll go through the whole rundown in a bit, but first I want to jump in with our first guest, Edgar Rodriguez from Warrior Rising. He's telling us about a new program that's starting up this summer here in Las Vegas, and I'll let him tell you about it. But one of the reasons I want to get him on right away is that the applications on these are going to close, I think, May 27th.
May 29th.
May 29th. So you've only got, today's May 16th. You got less than 2 weeks to get your application in this. So pay attention. We're also going to talk about this on Monday's Vegas Startup Scene. So if you don't catch it this time, you'll catch it again. There'll be clips about it. But I'm going to turn it over to Edgar to tell us all about Warrior Rising first, and then what we're doing with Warrior Rising this summer.
Yes. So Warrior Rising is a 501c3 that helps veterans, military spouses, and their immediate dependents start, scale, and grow their businesses. So depending on where you are in your journey, Warrior Rising offers a variety of programs at warriorrising.org. They have Launch Point, Warrior Academy, and Warrior University. And what I really appreciate about what they do is they take a lot of the military lingo and translate it into business lingo so it makes sense for us, right? Especially the ones that are just getting out of the service. Now, the Launch Point that we're launching here in Las Vegas, it's going to be a 13-week program. In those 13 weeks, they will learn a lot of the business fundamentals that we think we should know, but we don't know. And it'll really help them scale their businesses.
It's very eye-opening when you go into entrepreneurship, how many things, and the military teaches you a lot of really great things, and other careers teach you a lot of really great things, but how many things you need to know as an entrepreneur that, one, you don't know, and two, when you're first starting out, no one else is going to do for you unless you got a bunch of money to pay them.
Right. So the accountability is, I think, one of the biggest things, right? And them knowing that when you're in the military or when you're working a job, you're accountable to somebody. So when you start your business or you jump into entrepreneurship, you're not accountable to anybody other than the people that you're building that business for.
Right. Clients, investors, if you have investors.
Right.
Other than that, it's yourself.
Yeah.
One of the biggest pieces of advice I got when I first, actually even before I left the military and started my company, you got to treat it like a job.
Yep.
Whatever that means for you, right? For me, that means I get up, I do my morning routine, I have coffee, I read the paper, I have breakfast, and then I'm right down to the computer to work if I'm not headed off to a meeting, right?
Yeah.
For some folks, that means I can't work at home. I've got too many distractions at home. I need to go get myself a membership at a co-working space or find another place to go so I can get in the frame of mind to work.
Yeah, and I'm one of those. You know, I've tried to work from home. It doesn't work for me.
I mean, I'm very fortunate. I don't have a lot of distractions at home, and it works for me. So
yeah. So going back to the program, during the 13 weeks, they'll learn a lot of the business fundamentals. Our goal through that process is The candidates that do, the veterans, the military spouses or dependents that do get selected for this program will be with us for 13 weeks. We partnered with GoEd and UNLV to be able to launch this over at the UNLV Blackfire Innovation.
Let me jump in real quick. Not just for veterans.
Yeah.
Military spouses, military dependents and families, right?
Yes.
And then a couple quick acronyms here, because we're military guys. We love our acronyms.
Yep.
GoEd, Governor's Office of Economic Development. Big player in our ecosystem all over the state, but especially huge help to the things we're doing here in Southern Nevada as well. And then there was another one. Who's your other partner?
UNLV.
UNLV. I don't need to explain that one to anyone.
Yeah, so thanks to them, we're going to be able to launch over at Blackfire Innovation. The program will begin June 5th all the way through the end of August. Once they finish this program, the caveat is that they get 4 weeks of pitch prep with Reggie and his team. And the goal is the 8 participants that go through this cohort will then have the opportunity and ability to pitch at MCon that's hosted here in Las Vegas for a $20,000 grant.
Yep. And that's MCon. It's in October. I want to highlight something. I don't know if we hit this really hard. You might have hit it, and I might have been like looking at the camera or the computer or something. You need to apply for this.
Yes.
Because they are only going to select 8 entrepreneurs, 8 companies.
Yep.
You can't just say, maybe I'll show up and see if I can squeeze in, right? You're only taking 8 companies.
Correct.
And now where do these companies need to be in their life cycle? Can they be just starting? Do they need to be a certain way along the way? Who can this be for?
So we want them already making revenue, for sure. So at minimum, 30 to 50,000 a year annually.
Okay.
Ideally, that's who this is going to be for, because what they're going to learn through this 13-week program will take them beyond what they've already made. Our goal is to help them double in profit.
Okay. So notice what he said there. Double the profit, not just double the revenue, right? If you double your revenue and you spend a whole bunch more on marketing, you know, for some businesses, that's okay, right?
Yeah.
Depending on what industry you're in. But the goal here is to help veteran-owned businesses, military spouse-owned businesses, military-connected businesses make more profit. That's a key goal of what we're trying to do here.
Yeah. So the goal is for them to be at the point where they can hire more Nevadans, right? Like, if you are growing in profit, that means you can pour more money into the business. And if you're at a certain point in your business, when you do hire, you offload a lot. And what they'll learn through this program is when we are starting off as entrepreneurs, we have to pinch pennies. However, when they start learning the power behind what they can truly do and they invest wisely back into the business,
right,
they'll truly scale.
It's the difference between spending money and investing in the business. And so you guys are going to cover some of those distinctions in the program.
Oh, yeah.
What else can we expect to see in the program? Is the curriculum laid out?
The curriculum is laid out. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'd have to cheat and look at my phone. However, think of it like a 13-week boot camp. And in these 13 weeks, they're going to learn different stages of where there should be in business, whether it's how is a strong foundation built. Then from there is, hey, how should I market? Hey, how should I brand my company? When do I hire? How do I hire? So in this, they'll learn a lot, not just the theories, but the how to do it.
Sounds great. And one of the cool things about this is this is not people coming from out of the community to teach this. It's local entrepreneurs, local investors, local folks connected with the military and entrepreneur community and Warrior Rising here in town, actually working with the 8 companies that are going to be part of the program.
Yeah, and so the way that the curriculum is going to be structured is it's a 2-hour Monday through or on Fridays from 8 to 10 a.m. starting June 5th. Now, 30 minutes, we're going to bring a subject matter expert in, meaning SBA, SBDC, VBOC, GoEd. We're going to bring in UNLV and other community partners that are going to teach, you know, the people going through the program things that they need to learn and access to capital. So we want to be in proximity of what's available here in Las Vegas for them.
And this is in person at Blackfire.
Yes.
There's not a virtual component to it.
No.
You got to show up.
Correct.
Which is 90% of business. You got to show up.
Yeah. So when you show up, there'll be an hour where we facilitate between myself, Nick, and Michael, that are the other Warrior Rising leaders in the Valley here in Las Vegas. And then at the very end of the last 30 minutes is from what they learn, how does it apply specifically to their business, and what are they going to do with the information to take action to be able to move that needle forward.
Okay. What else do you want to leave us with about the program or about Warrior Rising in general? Do you have other Warrior Rising platoon events coming up?
So we just launched our first round to launch the event. We should do another one in about a month, just to keep the pipeline full and get more people involved. So when we do this again next year, we have a fresh pipeline of more veterans and military spouses and dependents that didn't make it this round, but they want to be part of the next round.
Well, check out Vegas Startup Scene every Monday, because we try to capture, if we know about the Warrior Rising events ahead of time, we try to get them on our events calendar and put them in the show so everyone knows what's coming up.
Yeah, and I'll tag you, Jason, with the link on how to apply and where to apply.
It is already in the script for Monday's Vegas Startup Scene. Shaq sent me the email, so I've already got it. I will record the episode this weekend. It will go out. We will put a clip of this into this week's episode as well, so people can get a little more from you about it. I think that's my episode planning is done. I just got to sit down and record it now.
Awesome.
So,
thank you, Jason.
Anything else you want to leave us with?
No, that's it. I mean, if you are interested in learning more about Warrior Rising or what we do, not just at the local level, but on the national level, go to warriorrising.org and see what we're all about.
Okay, give everybody one more quick rundown of the name of the program, where they can go to get signed up, or at least look at the application, the dates, the deadlines, all that kind of stuff. One more quick rundown.
All right, so 13-week program called Anchor Point through warriorrising.org. Applications end for this process on May 29th, and then the cohort starts June 5th.
Okay, it's coming up fast. Today is May 16th. This starts June 5th. We're looking for companies that are making about $30,000 to $50,000 in revenue. That's the sweet spot. We're looking to double your profit. That application is due in 13 days?
Yes, sir.
13 days. That's an eternity. No excuses. Get it done. And then you guys will pick the 8 you think are right for the cohort.
Yep. So as they apply, we're already going through our vetting process and making sure that they qualify.
Okay.
So
People are already applying. Don't wait. Get in there.
Yep. Thank
All
you,
right.
Jason.
Thanks.
Easy peasy.
I try to make it easy. Appreciate you. Thank you for getting me the info. Like I said, yeah, I did it this morning. I went through the whole script that the VA sent me, and was like, because I got Shaq's email like last night. I'd already sent her all the stuff. So I was like, I'll just plug this in real quick. And Shaq sent me a great email with basically all the info that I can literally just cut and paste into the script. So, and he did give me a link, so there'll be a link in the episode notes for Monday. So, and then it'll go out in clips and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we'll put this in as our interview highlight as part of that episode as well. Cool. All right, guys, it's Tech Alley May 2026. Do you want to know what's going on? Do you want to come on? The last one? Okay, because if nobody's hanging out waiting to talk, we start packing up. So you don't really want to be last. We what? Okay. Oh yeah, keep sending me people. Oh, come on, we got somebody. You guys are gonna have to wait in the schedule. We got a good friend sitting down with us, telling us what they got going on.
Yeah. How you doing? Nice to see you again.
Something nice to see. I'm glad to see you guys are still doing this. How is the business?
Business is growing.
Good.
Slow but forward. You know how it is. Baby steps gets us there.
Yeah. I mean, forward progress is always good. It's kind of like golf. As long as you're headed kind of downrange, down towards the hole, every shot is good, right?
Well, it kind of reminds
That's
me.
how I play golf anyway.
Well, that's the thing. It kind of reminds me when I started playing golf. The guy says, as long as it's going forward straight,
That's it.
it doesn't matter.
Honestly, as long as it's not going backwards, right? I'll take a pretty hard shank to the left or right as well. All right, look at that camera. Tell everybody who you are and what your business is.
Well, my name is John, and basically I'm the owner of Catch a Charge. My whole emphasis is basically a little portable kiosk for small businesses. And that's basically the main focus. I'm looking for potential business owners that would love a kiosk in their business. The whole idea is this. Once we know one thing, it costs a lot of money to get a customer in the door.
Yeah, customer acquisition is high.
Absolutely. So might as well have the opportunity to maximize it. In other words, if your business happens to be a restaurant, and at the end, we always offer, hey, would you like the dessert? The problem is if that person's phone is dying, the first thing they don't want a dessert. They want the bill and they want to run out.
Yep.
So in this case,
which is dumb because they're just going to go somewhere else. They're not going to charge their phone anyway.
Well, in this case, the kiosk gives them the opportunity that they can go to the kiosk, rent a battery pack, at the same time, enjoy their meal, enjoy their family, enjoy the dessert, and stay there with a little longer.
Yep. And now your phone is charged.
Exactly. And that's the idea. At the same time, the kiosk does have advertising. So it advertises the business, whether it's that week special or we're having a special Christmas Mother's event for that restaurant. The best part is the kiosks are going to be set up all over the city. Right now we have 4 and 5, the main indoor swap meets as well. The idea is your ad is actually, or in this case, your information is going to be on all the kiosks. So it's a coalition basically of owners helping each other out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for a business owner who's like, I could use something to kind of keep people hanging around a little bit, or maybe get them to come in if they know I've got this kiosk thing.
Exactly.
That's what you're trying to reach, right? But let's give the business owners a rundown of how consumers use these, right? So let's say I own a little bodega,
Okay.
and I've got one of these, right? Or I'm thinking about, should I put one of these in? Well, when a consumer is looking for what's the consumer life cycle on one of these? They come in, they go, I need to charge my phone. What do I do?
In this case, obviously the kiosk is interactive with touchscreen. So basically, once you approach the machine, you just hit rent a kiosk, rent a battery pack, and then it guides you, it prompts you. So it's very intuitive. Not only that, it's set up through Stripe. So it does accept your credit card. You can tap or swipe or whatever the case might be.
The payment options are there. They're easy.
And the best part is done through Stripe. Everybody knows they're one of the best point of sale systems. So it's protected. At the same time, it actually gives you a receipt. The QR code version, you just click on, take a picture of it, and it gives you a receipt of what's going on.
And then, so as a consumer, I take it, I get it, I decide to keep moving about my day. My phone is charging in my bag with this thing.
Exactly.
With this thing going. And then I'm like way across town. Do I have to return this to where I got it from?
No, not exactly. We do have other locations, and there is a central map on it. The only drawback, I will say there is a drawback, if that machine that you happen to be is completely full, I'm sorry, you can't return it because there's no slot available. So you have two options. One is obviously go back and return it. Two is you can actually keep it if you wish. The reason why is because when you put your credit card, it does take a deposit, and every 20 minutes, it deducts $2 off of that. So every $2 is 20 minutes.
Okay.
So it deducts $30 deposit. When you return it, obviously it gives you the difference. If you don't return it, it charges you an extra $10, so total of $40.
Okay.
And basically at that point, you own it.
Yep.
The best part is got a USB-C connection.
So I can charge it up myself. But
Exactly.
here's the gold if you're a business owner thinking about something that's going to draw people in or keep them around a little longer. They walk off with this thing, you're not on the hook for it.
Absolutely.
You don't have to worry about getting this thing back as the business owner, right? All you have to do is go, oh, there's my little box.
Absolutely.
All I got to do is call John if it's empty of things. And
Absolutely.
I bet you have software that tells you if it's empty of things.
You're on top of it. Yes. I know exactly when the transaction, not only that, the kiosk has a phone number. If you happen to have a problem, I have my staff at home. They automatically know. You have a problem. Hey, it's not coming out. Whatever the case might be. We just hit eject and it automatically sends it out for you. Not a problem as well.
Okay.
Not only that, the best part, you mentioned the own business owner. In my contract with them, it shows and it says, hey, if something happens to this kiosk or the battery, you're not responsible at all.
Right.
The whole idea is make it simple and easy for the customer.
There you go.
The location as well as us.
Okay.
So that's the easy part.
So run down the list of where you are again. Let's brainstorm ideas of where we need to get you.
Well, right now I'm talking to Crush. I live in Henderson, Green Valley area. Crush, the new gym down there is very interested.
Okay, I think that's great. Yeah, people don't want to give up their workout, and they also want to have their music. They want to take their progress pictures or their videos of them doing the workouts.
That's correct.
And they don't want to have to worry about, I got to charge my phone before I go to the gym, because I'm the kind of guy, if I got to charge my phone before I go to the gym, I might not go. So I gotta plan my day, but with this, I don't.
You don't have to. The other part right now, as a matter of fact, one of the attendees told me, "Hey, look into the hospital because there's a lot of people are waiting." I am talking to. Like I said, I mentioned that I live in Green Valley area, so St. Rose. I am talking to them, as well as beauty shops, nail shops,
beauty shops, great
hair shops.
Here's what I'm thinking: Allegiant Stadium.
Oh,
Thomas and Mack Center.
Absolutely.
T-Mobile Arena.
Absolutely.
It's not called the Lee's Family Forum anymore, is it? The arena in Henderson.
The Knight Stadium. Yeah, but you're right. You're right.
That's your homework. I'm giving you homework. That's your homework.
I am talking to them. Hopefully, we can do something in the future with them.
Yeah, I think that those would be I mean, that would be more business than you can handle. You would have to expand
Absolutely.
rapidly, but I'm sure it will be worth it. So,
Well, my goal right now, I have 17 small units and obviously large ones.
okay.
One of the big ones is at the indoor swap meet. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm also talking to Boulevard Mall. Set one up over
Boulevard
there.
Mall will be a good one.
Absolutely. So my goal is get as many out there and then order some more.
And
Get the word
every little place on
In between.
Fremont Street East and Main Street in the Arts District.
Yep, absolutely.
So how big is the small one? Let's give business owners an idea how
Small
big.
unit's about 1.6 inches. I mean, it's fairly small.
And how many does it hold?
It holds 8 of these. Eight. So, I'm fairly easy, convenient, touchscreen system.
Yep.
So it makes it easy for everybody to use.
And then how big is the big one?
Oh, the big one's 6 feet.
It's like a vending machine.
Oh, yeah, it's huge because it has a big old touchscreen screen where it relays the information as well as the advertisement for the location. And the huge one is actually 48 batteries, and that's a little bit over 8 feet.
Oh, okay.
So I need 4 guys to move that one. Unfortunately,
Okay.
I'm not going to move that one
Don't
at all.
call me.
Yeah, no, don't.
No, you can call me. That's fine. Okay, so these are kind of your options. So depending on the size of your venue, the size of your location, but
Absolutely.
like I mean, the big one holds 48.
48 batteries.
Right, so it's not like you've got to have a bunch of small ones all around.
No.
If you have a big venue that's bringing in lots of people, like you've got maybe an event space or something.
Exactly.
This is something that can just sit kind of by the door or by the restrooms or whatever it is,
Exactly.
location,
Mhm.
and you can. This is just. How does the model work for the business owner? Do you pay them a flat fee to
No,
host it?
no.
Do they get paid by the?
In this case, what I'm trying to do is keep everything low. At the same time, make it beneficial for everybody.
Okay.
Well, this is what I mean. In reality, I make zero money at the beginning because when you first charge this or rent it, obviously Stripe is going to get their cut.
Mhm.
So there's no money involved, obviously. The second is because there's multiple advertisement per location. I'm not charging anything for the first 3 months.
Okay.
The idea is I want them to get the value of the product and what it's doing, generating that interest. After 3 months, I am going to ask, there is a little back office responsibility
Okay.
because your ad is actually placed on every single machine.
Every machine. That's important to
Every
mention,
single
right?
machine.
Your ad is not just on your machines in your facility, which helps, but only a little, right?
And yeah.
Your ad's on every machine
and vice
everywhere.
versa. And vice versa. So their ad is also on your machine. As long as it's not competing businesses. I mean,
Right.
2 pizzerias, obviously, there's a conflict.
You'll figure it out.
There you go. But the idea, after the 3 months, I am going to ask 100. And that's because I have a back office person making sure your ad is everywhere. That's the idea.
Making sure your ad is everywhere and making sure when these go out, another one comes back in so you can
Exactly.
put another one out again.
Exactly, because there is a customer service number, and that person also remotely can take these out for you
Yep.
and make sure that the customer is taken care of. After that, in this case, it's just a matter of keeping it simple and as low as possible.
Fantastic.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. It's
no,
always
I
a pleasure to
appreciate-
talk to you, John.
Absolutely
We
appreciate
love
it.
having you on. Thank you
Thank
for
you so
sharing
much.
the power over there with us so we
Yeah.
can do our thing here. And
We're trying. We're trying.
so, best of luck. And, it's always great to talk to you on here and let the world see there's a real good advertising option for them that is
Something different.
Yeah,
Right?
something different. And it sounds like it's working out great for the folks you've got your machines in their places already.
Absolutely.
So,
So if you happen to be in the Green Valley area, library, there's one right there. That way you can check it out.
yep.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you,
Appreciate
John. All right. Live from Tech Alley. We're here at 3rd Street Vegas, fabulous 3rd Street Vegas in downtown Las Vegas on 3rd Street, the corner of 3rd and Gas Avenue. There are hosts for Tech Alley here on the 3rd Saturday of every month. Are you going to jump in here? Okay. Dave Berlin's going to join us. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. We're getting out the gates early. People are coming and swinging, jumping on the show.
Swinging?
So,
Who'd you have on
sometimes,
so far?
it's just me on here. Edgar came on and talked about the new Warrior Rising
Oh, the programming.
the program that's coming up.
Very
And I
cool.
wanted to make sure we got him on because those applications are due in 2 weeks. So,
Oh, nice.
So we didn't want to sit on that and possibly miss it, and then have people like, I didn't know.
Today is like the who's who of like all of the greatest humans in the Las Vegas ecosystem.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I haven't seen Edgar come to one of these in a long time.
It's been a while.
So it's good
yeah.
to see him. Liz Lopez just
Liz
lit
Lopez
it
is
up.
here.
That was great.
Yep.
So good.
Yep.
So what's popping?
What are you doing to light it up?
I am just here to say hello. I'm jumping all over town today. It's funny. The 5-year anniversary is here today. Give a nudge to a little veteran-owned
You need to
business.
talk into the microphone.
Oh, give a nudge to the veteran-owned business on the west side of town, F and Egg. I stopped by to celebrate Sarah's 1-year birthday celebration.
Did you
this
get
morning.
breakfast?
I did get breakfast. I got coffee too because I was like, I don't know if they're gonna have coffee.
Kind of would have been silly not to.
Yeah, right. And I didn't know if they had coffee here. They
do now. They do
Okay.
have coffee now. The 3rd Street Vegas is providing it. It has coffee service. You need to go pay for coffee, but
service.
it is pretty good coffee.
But it
so.
is here. And then I'm headed to another event, and then another event, and then another event
Ah,
today.
good for
so
you.
Today's the Saturday of events, and actually, I don't have any events that I'm in charge of. I just get to show up. At
That's kind of a
everybody else's
nice,
stuff.
kind of a nice thing, right? When you don't have to be in charge of the event.
Definitely a change. But no, I think I really wanted to see the 5th-year anniversary because I've been coming since the very beginning.
Yeah.
It's been remarkable to see it evolve from the very first sessions that we had, like when it was all contained into one, and then watch it to evolve and watch all the different breakout sessions go.
That's
and now here
fantastic.
in the new location, I'm
Fantastic.
excited
And
to be
it's
here.
expanded all around the country.
Yeah,
so.
I think this will be a really good.
Yes, down in Henderson,
stronghold.
which is fantastic, but New York City has a tech alley.
Yep.
Denver has one. I'm not sure if Reno still has one, but they had one for a while. I don't know what the status of that one is, but it's expanding all over the country, and more communities are reaching out saying we want to do a tech alley.
Yep, I think it's the wave of the future.
I think so. I think a lot of communities that are where Vegas was a few years ago are recognizing to build community, there's got to be connection, and build connection, you got to put a lot of people in one place.
Yep. So I think it does that perfectly.
Yep. And it's we're 5 years into it. 5 years into it this month. So it's
who's on the cover for this one?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't even look.
I didn't even look either.
I
think it's cool how they started doing that.
I just know I'm here every 3rd Saturday of the month.
Could be Liz Lopez.
So I think she is on one of them.
Nice.
So
very cool.
But I usually I see the posts and I like them and repost them and kind of move on with my life because I know I'm going to be here. So I don't need any convincing.
Yeah. You're here every time.
Every 3rd Saturday of the month at 3rd Street Vegas in downtown Las Vegas on the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue. So
I love it, man. I'm rooting for it. I think the interesting thing, there's a lot of big stuff going on right now, but there'll be even bigger stuff coming up in the year. And I think
there's a lot of good stuff going on. I was really briefly mentioning I had a Leaders Mindset interview with an investment banker from New York City.
Nice.
This week. We did that yesterday. That will be out next Thursday. But he found us through one of the clips from the Monday Vegas startup scene that you can see the interviews. Sometimes you can see the interview clips from live from Tech Alley. So people are starting to take notice, and he and some of the folks in the iBanker community in New York City are really interested in what's happening in Las Vegas and looking for investment opportunities here. So I think a lot of really great things have happened over the last few years. I think it's just going to get better. I think the flywheel is starting to spin really, really fast because we are grabbing the attention of other bigger ecosystems like Silicon Valley through Veteran Tech, like New York City through Tech Alley and the other things that we do promoting and building the spirit. We talked a lot about the spirit that Silicon Valley has, right? We're not trying to be Silicon Valley, but the spirit they have of we all show up to each other's stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We all play each other's songs, School of Rock, right?
Yep. Yeah. Well, and I think it goes back to the original, one of the first things, it's like, we don't have to change the world. We just got to change the way the world looks at Las Vegas.
Right.
Everyone's already looking here for certain things, but as soon as they know and understand that we can have an ecosystem that can get behind things and build things.
Yep.
I think it's the way that we brought sports here through like the football stadium and the Raiders and the Golden Knights, we can also be that for
because with the Golden Knights, we just did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill Foley said, I'm just doing it.
Yep.
I want a hockey team here. I'm going to the NHL. I'm asking them what it takes to to get an expansion franchise, and I'm just going to do it. And that's a credit to all the entrepreneur. That's a credit. Same thing going on here with Tech Alley and the Vegas entrepreneurial ecosystem. It's a credit to all the entrepreneurs, like the ones who are here today, all of the investors, all the people who are supporting the ecosystem, all that connection that's building, all that supporting each other, all the doing great work. It's attracting the notice. When I got an email from a New York City investment banker in my inbox saying, I love what you're doing with Vegas startup scene. I love what's going on in Vegas. I want to come on your show. Like, we're doing something right here.
Yep. Well, just another story, and it'll be fun because they're in a session right now. My friend Cedar and his wife Liz, I've known them here in the ecosystem for 4 years, probably. They DJ'd a lot of events all around the community. When I was helping grow a wedding DJ business, we were doing so many events, we had to like outsource and get their help to come help us. I was very surprised last night when I got a text message from him and he said, hey, are you going to be at Tech Alley tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, but why?
Yeah, why are you going to be at Tech Alley?
His wife, who has been DJing her way through college, just got her degree in analytics. And as soon as she, got her degree like less than a week ago, she was like, I want to start plugging in and see what's going on in the community.
And that's what it's all
this
about.
Is what she found.
That's all.
So they're here and they're exploring all of the different sessions and stuff like that. So it's really neat to see it from the outside looking in, but also to see people still catching the fire here locally, because those people, this is the unique thing that a lot of people don't consider with Las Vegas. Like myself, when I came here and rooted into the ecosystem, I don't just have a great community here. I have a whole community of thousands of people back in Tulsa, Oklahoma, repping the shirt, by the way, back in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that are paying attention to what I'm doing out here. And now I'm always looking for ways that we can build that bridge back to that community. And what can we learn from a community like Tulsa? But I'm just one guy from one city. There's 1,000 people from 100 other cities out here that can figure out ways to do that.
And the great thing about Vegas, besides blue skies and a great tax environment here, if you're looking to start a business or move a business here, everyone comes to Vegas.
Yeah.
Every big trade show in the world comes to Vegas. Every industry comes to Vegas at least once a year for about three days to a week, sometimes 2 weeks for some of these shows. I talked to a couple of guys who are building a business, a tech business around that idea that everyone they want to work with comes to Vegas at least once a year for a trade show. And to do business here in Vegas. And the world is starting to notice, deals get done in Vegas.
It's true. Very true. I do have to jet to the next thing.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us today.
You got it. Peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Berlin. All right. I promised you the schedule. I'm going to give you the schedule. What's happening today? Well, we are live from Tech Alley at the downtown Las Vegas Tech Alley event in okay. All right. I don't know what that was about. Let me get my email out here. I'm going to do the schedule before anything happens. I just have to find it. Dude. Las Vegas Startups. Josh Levitt meetup. All right. Here is the schedule for today. Before I talk about anything else, I'm going to tell you what's happened on the schedule. So if you do come down to Tech Alley on the third Saturday of every month here in downtown Las Vegas, networking starts at 10 a.m. So if you're going to come join us, get here at 10 and get to meet all the amazing people who are coming. Right now, we are in the first round of talks, which start at 11 a.m. So perennial crowd pleaser, Who's Got My Money with Kurt Walker. He's got some special guests in from out of town talking about how you can get capital for your business, and not even just giving up equity for capital, but how you can build a capital stack that brings in different kinds of capital where you don't have to give up equity. Rachel Gomez from UNLV is hosting Innovation Essentials. Timothy May is hosting the Las Vegas AI meetup. Good friend James Roop is hosting the Blockchain Self-Custody meetup. We'll try to get him on here to talk about what he talked about this morning for you. And then Caleb Green, startup attorney, is sitting right off to my right, talking to some folks about some of the legal questions they have about startups. Lunch will start at 12:15. So lunch and more networking. Anyone who comes down to Tech Alley and registers gets a free lunch. So if you're looking for something to do for lunch, get on down here, 12:15. That is in about 40 minutes. Did I do my math right on that? So come on down, meet folks, talk to folks, and then we get at 1:15, we get into the second round of meetups. Josh Stacy, our good friend Josh Stacy, hosts demo time. So come see what all the people are working on, whether it's an app, whether it's a piece of hardware, whether it's something. You come and see it, or if you've got something you want to demo and get some feedback on, get down here for demo time at 1:15 p.m. Adam Englander hosts the Las Vegas Python meetup, Vegas Pi as it's called. So come on down here if you're interested in Python, learning Python, coding in Python, working on projects in Python with people. Come on down. Our other good friend, we're good friends with all these people. Maria Cristidi Noble hosts the AWS user group meetup. Hey, do you want to jump on? Sure, jump on. Come on. Nah, jump on. How are things going?
Man, it's going great.
Tell everybody who you are and what you got going on.
How you doing? I'm Cashion, and I'm with Cashion Incorporated. You guys can call me Cash or just, Cashion.
Yep. All right. Well, tell us about the company.
Man, so right now, pretty much, matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all some updates. So,
Yeah, because you were here with us last month. So talk into the microphone. Get
my
close.
bad. So pretty much, so with the staffing agency, we've reached the second level, and right now we're getting people onboarded.
Okay.
And we're also getting people like shipped out, right?
Okay.
But then, like, I kind of had to put that on the backboard because we got a lot of investments right now.
Okay.
And yesterday I was on the news for Zion Farms, and that's one of our biggest investments right now. We have 10 beds right there, and we're actually focused on like helping renovate the whole Zion Farms.
Okay.
And pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Like, yeah, we doing that. And then we also got the music going. That's going real big.
You got a lot of stuff going on, so I want to make sure we got time. Tell everybody all about it.
Man, so we got the music going on, and some of my artists, they started to top charts. Like, man, shout out Cole Watson. He just hit 2,000 on Instagram just from a reel that we had posted. That was like 30 seconds.
Fantastic.
And then Honcho Breezy, shout out Honcho Breezy. He had top 2,000 just off an Instagram reel on just having fun.
That's awesome.
And then Blue Strips TV, we're going real big. We're starting to film more events, and then yeah, that's what we're working on right now.
Well, what are you looking for? Tell the people out there what you're looking for, where you're looking for help, where you're looking for people to come in, who you're looking to connect with.
Well, right now we're looking to connect with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm talking about literally everybody, and not anybody though.
Not anybody.
Not anybody.
Not anybody. There's a big difference between everybody and anybody.
A very big difference, because here at Cashion Incorporated, we like to make our circles make circles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have, like, let's say with you podcasting, right? I would bring people to the podcast and just bring value to there. Or you'll see us over here at Legal Shield, and we're bringing value to Legal Shield, and we're being representatives for Legal Shield today. And so in the future, I'm actually going to bring more people on the Legal Shield and, boost that up too.
Fantastic.
But, yeah, so right now we're just working with everybody. We just finished working with Elias. Shout out my homeboy Jay from Blue Strips TV. He just became a director. So now we're going to be shooting short films.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You know what I'm saying? Just
very cool.
Everything, anything. Like, if somebody brings me the opportunity, I don't like to let opportunities down or small moments. So I just like to go with it, and just live life.
Well, if you've got folks you'd like to send to us that we should be talking to on here, please send them over. We would love to talk to them. So,
man, actually, I got you. I'm gonna send Liddy Kitty from the Highly Lit podcast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The Highly Lit Pride podcast is one of my favorites at this moment, and I just like the energy and everything that she brings to it.
Yep.
Her and Rich really do their thing when it really comes down to dynamically, because she's really good at facilitation. He's really good at the vibe. So it really boosts everything, and I really like that. I would say Kyle Graves, but I think he was on here last time.
That's okay. We'll take him again.
Yeah, I'll send Kyle Graves.
We're always looking at. We love getting caught up with our friends here on what they're doing, sharing what's been happening.
Yeah.
And we love giving people an opportunity to say, hey, this is who we're looking for and who we're looking to connect with. So so this is on. It's one of the big things as an entrepreneur. Sometimes it's hard to ask for help. We try to encourage people. Hey, this is an opportunity. Reach out to the world. This is something I could use some help with.
Yeah.
So,
well, I would say, at least for me and the people that I work with, sometimes it do be hard asking for help, but then other times it just be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like, let's say if you have something that I don't have, or if you know something that I don't know, it would be better for me just to ask you than to try to figure it out for 3 or 4 days and You know, it's just a productability
Yeah.
thing to where you just ask for help.
There could be. I guarantee you, there's someone watching right now who has a new artist for you right now. So,
Man.
so if you got a new artist, holla at your boy here.
You feel me? If you got a new artist, holler at me. We over here at Real Talk Management, and then we also got Money Making Generation, and that's the record label. So yeah, check me out. And we pretty much doing everything in home, like everything in home. I became a cameraman. I didn't got a cameraman. My cousin's the engineer.
That's entrepreneurship. Sometimes you just gotta jump in and do it. So
For real.
And I'll do you one better. If you're here in Vegas and this is sounding interesting to you, and you got somebody for him or you want to get to know him,
Yeah.
come on down today. Come on down to 3rd Street, Vegas, on the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue in Vegas. Join us all at Tech Alley. Get a free lunch.
You feel me?
Get a free lunch. Come down, meet all these folks that we're talking to today.
Yeah.
If this sounds interesting to you at all, and you don't already have plans today, get on down here. There's 100 people, 150 people here. It's also, I don't even think I said this yet on the podcast today. It's the 5th anniversary of Tech Alley.
Yeah, happy
We've been
birthday,
going
Tech
strong,
Alley.
going strong for 5 years.
For real. And that's actually a very momentous occasion that I'm actually able to be here for the 5th anniversary.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, that's crazy. Like, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to, stream this moment and put this on Twitch and stuff. But it's like, man, I guess I just got to plan better on my part, but I'm just glad to be here for real. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nothing would make me happier if we had multiple people's streams coming out of here.
Yeah.
And we were all just jumping on each other's shows, talking to each other. So nothing would make me happier if we had multiple streams coming from out of here. So
Man, me too. Matter of fact, I think I might stream a little later when I'm done with the Legal Shield stuff, or when I'm done with the class, because I think there is another lady here that does staff management. So I'm definitely gonna have to check her out.
Just grab your phone, grab a couple chairs, maybe get out of the sun like we are. But no, it's actually getting a lot better. The sun's gonna be up, and so we're not gonna have so much sun coming through here.
Man, but still though, this Vegas sun be different. Like,
Summer's coming.
bro,
Summer is coming, and it's gonna be a hot one this year.
120 degrees, crazy.
Yep, it's coming.
Crazy. Like, I don't know. It's something that actually, it's something that if I could look into on a future project of how to reduce all of like the sun rays and stuff, I'd do it. Like, matter of fact.
Yeah, but don't do it too much because I like that it's like 60 degrees in February.
That's cold.
Like, I like sitting by my pool in February, calling people I grew up with in Connecticut and Boston.
Yeah,
saying, what are you doing? Oh, it snowed 12 inches here. Yeah, I'm sitting by my pool.
Man,
bye.
The funny thing is, for me, it is not that way at all. I'm from California, right? So if I call my people in California, I'm like, hey, bro, what you doing? They like, I'm sitting by the pool too.
They're like, yeah, it's 60 degrees here too.
Or even worse.
And it doesn't get to 110 here.
Yeah, or they're going to be like, oh, it's a nice little breeze.
But you know what you do is you call them in June.
Yeah.
And you ask them, where's the sun, bro? And like, shut up. If you don't know, Southern California gets this thing called the June gloom.
Literally.
And like, you don't see the sun from like Memorial Day to 4th of July.
Yeah. Man, the funny thing is my birthday's on the 7th. So that'd be like the perfect time because it's like it'd be cold, like a nice breezy, and then 4th of July hit, and that's when the sun
and the sun's back out. Yeah, 4th of July is great in Southern California.
Matter of fact, if you go to anywhere in Southern California on the 3rd, I would say go on the 3rd or the 2nd, and that's usually the around the time that I like to visit.
That's
like,
the sweet spot.
I'll go to Buena Park, LA.
Get in
you know what I'm
on
saying?
the 2nd. Do stuff on the 2nd. Get out, and then get out the morning of the 4th before everybody's trying to come in.
Yeah. And then the best part is if you go to like places where they got amusement parks, by the time that you get there on the 2nd or the 3rd, there's gonna be fireworks for you.
Yep.
Like I don't know. For me, in my opinion, it's amazing. Like if you go over to Buena Park on the 2nd, the fireworks stop on the 7th or on the 8th. So for me, it was like from the day that I got there to the day that I left, that's when the fireworks was going on.
Yep.
And for me and my family, that was a very momentous occasion because I had just visited and all my friends was there, and then they got fireworks, and everybody was like, oh, bro, what? They usually don't be shooting fireworks. And then they had shot it for the day that I had showed up. So it was really good and a really grand experience.
Right.
Like, I really liked that.
Fantastic. All right, well, look at that camera. Tell everybody who you are, where to find you, how they can connect with you, all that good stuff.
For sure. I'm Cash SMG, a.k.a. Cashion. You could look at me at Cashion Incorporated, or you could look at us on Blue Strips TV, or you could get us on Twitch at Cash SMG. Or you could,
Or just wait, because some of their films are going to be coming out soon. So
yeah. Oh, check out the films too. Blue Shirts TV. We going up.
all right, well, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us
a
again
pleasure.
today.
Oh yeah. Blessings.
All right. So, my pleasure. All right, so where was I? I think we were talking about the second round of talks. I will give you the full rundown at some point again, but we like to, I like to, when we get people who have a minute to talk, I like to jump them on. So I know that can be a little frustrating where I'm in the middle of the rundown and you're like, what's coming up? And then I bring someone on to talk. But if you're still with us, we were talking about the second round of meetups starting at 1:15. That's after free lunch at 12:15. If you're interested in all this stuff and you're looking for something to do for lunch today, get on down here by 12:15, get registered. You can get yourself a free lunch. So second round of talks, coming up at 1:15. Good friend Josh Stacy does demo time. Adam Englander with the Las Vegas Python meetup. AWS user group with Marina Christidi Noble. Good friend Jackson Wright does social marketing, how you can use things like podcasts and social media to promote your business. And then our good friend Mike Wilson does Vegas Crypto Group in that second round of talks. And then the third round of talks at 2:45, Sin City Programmers with Justin Otero and Josh Stacy again. And then Increasing Revenue Without Increasing Prices with Acacia Thornton. She just gave us a preview of that during the announcements today. I think that's going to be a good one. I think that's going to be recurring in the future. I think it started last month. So that is all the stuff going on today. I'll come back again and let you know. I'll give you the whole rundown on what you missed on the first round of talks. But the important thing about that is if you missed the first round of talks and you're still going to come down here today, or you can't make it down here today, or you're not in Vegas today, you can see all the talks. All the talks get recorded and go up on the Tech Alley YouTube channel. So whether you're watching this on the Tech Alley YouTube channel or on the Leduc Media channel, go to the Tech Alley YouTube channel. You can see all of the talks. They record them all. So that's what's going on. Sir, you want to join us? Come on in. What's going on? Don't pull that back. You need to be close to the microphone.
Be able to sit down. So how's that?
Good.
Pretty good?
Good.
How have you been,
That should be
sir?
good. I've been good. We're just keep doing our thing. Keep doing what we're doing. So what have you been up to? People know what I've been up to. I've been talking all morning.
I understand. We're moving forward with our phase 3, which is the Silica Esports Arena.
Okay.
And we keep stumbling onto these little packets of inspiration that builds the event for us. For instance, I mean, it's the largest esports event ever. So,
So let's take a step back. What
Okay.
is the event and what is the arena? Let's go back to the beginning for the folks who
Trying to
are
get on
just
your little
joining
chair
us.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. All right, so it is it is designed to destroy the current esports arena, or the esports model. Okay, the current esports model is a handful of pros and everybody else are watchers. What that does is it takes the 3.8 billion video game players and turns them into
spectators.
and they're players. They want to play. So what we're doing is we're adapting the World Series of Poker model to it, which they famously made all the poker players in the world know that not only can they get into the largest tournament ever for just the spectacle of it, they also, if they get really lucky, can't have a real chance of winning life-changing money.
Chris Moneymaker effect, right?
100%. So we're looking at that, and then we realized, okay, we need to also go to internet scale because 25 years ago, getting 2 teams of 5 connected was a chore by itself, much less broadcasted out. Now, that's child's play with Fortnite doing 14 million players in one event, one concert. So what we're doing is having 65,000 5-player teams per match.
Okay.
30,000 advance on points. The other 2,500 advance off of a wild card system.
Okay.
The wild card system is their pro status. Their pro status is how many contracts did they get through our ecosystem before the actual event. Now, fortunately, this is the first event, and it is now scheduled, thanks to Ross Video, that not wanting us to compete for mind share with the Olympics in 2028, they pushed us another year to 2029.
Okay.
So we've got 3 years for them to build up pro status, which means literal contracts for money from all the sponsors. Okay. And the difference between being an amateur and a pro is keeping your sponsors happy.
Okay.
So what they need to do is on their current streams, they would talk about the products that we put into a co-branded merch store for them. So all they have to do is talk about it and sell. And they can get that pro status. Now they can compete in the event as an amateur. That's no problem. But
there's an advantage. If you can get pro status, you have a bad day, you don't advance on points, you might be able to advance through this wild card system based on your pro status.
Yeah, so why they would want that pro status is this is a $60 million prize pool tournament. $10 million to the winning team for $100 buy-in for for the whole team, which is $20 per player. Okay. However, it is 65,000 teams per match in a 64 match bracket. But it will be the coolest thing any game player's ever gotten into. I mean, that
sounds like it.
It is insanely cool. But it also, regardless of if they win money or not, they could earn $100,000 contracts, as many as they can compete for over the next 3 years. So they literally can turn their passion of game playing into not a job, but a true profession. That's what I was looking for.
Yep. So how do they get started now? If you're a gamer and you want to play in this in 2029, right? And you like the idea of getting sponsorships so you can do this as a job. How do you get started now with you guys?
They go to SEA.silica, SILICA, Nexus, NEXUS.com.
Okay.
And they can sign up as a team there. Or they could get a free entry by signing up as a City Vanguard.
Okay. What's a City Vanguard?
Is somebody that helps us coordinate. We are going to be in 650 cities for the qualifiers through the quarterfinals.
Okay.
We need somebody boots on the ground to help us coordinate that city, that traction, and organize the players in that city, because we will be taking 50 out of every match. We'll be taking 50% out of every city. So when we finally get to the semifinals, we will be represented by all 650 cities in 95 countries around the world. It's kind of like the Olympics of video games.
And are these events happening virtually, or are they happening in the cities?
They're happening in the cities, and let me explain the match.
Yep.
So you got a 5-player team. The team lead only is the one that goes to the stadium.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to have to mute that. The team lead only is the one that goes to the stadium.
Okay.
And so in each city, we're reproducing the stadiums in movie theaters like this one.
Okay.
Actually.
Great use for a movie theater when they're not showing a movie.
100 team leaders go to the movie theater, and they will be in their section of the stadium, and then the rest of their team comes in over the digital twin of the stadium to keep them alive, to protect them.
Okay.
The team lead is stationary. The rest of the team are mobile.
Okay.
Okay. So that was the cool part of it. Now that we started looking at this and going to the brands, like literally Licensing Expo is next week, and we're setting up meetings with all of the top companies out there. We're realizing that this is the best engagement for those companies, because for 3 years they get teams talking about their products and literally engaging their audience in order to earn something from them. So they are actively engaged. And we've got like groups that we're trying to meet with at Licensing Expo is like Lamborghini, Coca-Cola.
I think any brand trying to reach young people is going to need to be a part of this. In some
100%. It's the new way to be a part of it, because this group of people, as we're finding out, grew up hating ads in video games. I mean, if you're a true game player, you hate ads in video games. and you figure out ways to game the system to avoid ads, to put the ad blockers up, to be able to skip them, to just set your phone down while the ad's running until it's over with so you jump back into your game.
Yep.
You avoid them. But what we're talking about here is actually peer-to-peer engagement, because, you know, so a player might only have 100 followers. He still has 100 loyal followers that he's engaging, saying, hey, please help me get this contract with Coca-Cola by going and buying a couple shirts or buying this special limited edition pack of Coke with our team logo on it.
Yep.
And that will help me get the sponsorship with Coke.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
So you've got to sign up as a team.
Yes.
You can't sign up as an individual. You got to sign up as a team. When do the qualifiers start?
Qualifiers themselves don't start until May of 2029.
Right.
And that goes straight through to the finals, which will be at the end of July of 2029.
So,
but team signups, we're really going to start marketing this heavily in July, but you can actually sign up now and get it early.
And so what will the teams be doing between now and is there just exhibition kind of?
They're trying to figure out what the game is going to be, because we're going to have a level playing field. Nobody gets to see or play the game outside of the tournament itself.
Okay, so this is going to be a unique game for the tournament. So I'm curious though, on the platform, right? So how, for the next 3 years, how are these teams engaging with the potential sponsors?
So they get immediately, they give us their logo, or we'll get some people here shortly to help them build a logo if they don't have one, but it's pretty easy nowadays to get a logo. Give us their logo. They automatically get a merchandise store populated form and get the link to that store.
Okay.
They will also have an affiliate link to the system themselves. So they get credit for everybody that they invite to the system, all of their buddies and that want to compete in something like this. And, you know, people are now talking to me about, hey, what happens if they start teaming up? Okay, so they start teaming up.
Well, welcome to capitalism.
There's 65,000 teams they've got to fight through. So this is a awesome game of Survivor.
Yeah.
So they get those links, and then they start figuring out the system and telling their buddies about the system, and they get to start literally competing to get $100,000 contracts by selling merch or co-branded merch. So they get unique things like F1 jackets and that to get patches on them for all their sponsors. I mean, so this is like the new NASCAR, except it's video games.
Cool. Very cool. And then will there be events or promotional things happening over the next 3 years?
100%. 100%. As this thing starts happening, we'll be doing promotional parties and things in all the big gaming events around the world.
Okay.
Because this is, like I said, 95 countries, 650 cities. But yeah, we will be pushing this thing from July of this year all the way through July. The end, July of 2029.
So qualifiers start July of May of 2029. We get into qualifiers. I get my team into qualifiers. We go all the way to the big show. Tell me about the big show. Where's that happening? How's it happening? Is it all virtual? Or are you going to have all your team players in the stadium?
Okay.
What's happening with the big show?
So we will bring 650 competitors to town. We are definitely fighting to get it here in Las Vegas, but we've already been given the Arlington Stadium, Dallas Cowboy Stadium. The difference is in Dallas, we'll have to use all the stadiums just to house the convention and expo.
Yep.
Because bringing 650,000 players to town also brings a few mom and dads and et cetera there, chaperones and just buddies.
There are not many cities in the world that can handle
1 million people.
The size of event for hotel rooms, restaurants, accommodations, all the other things that go along with having a big event. There are not many cities in the world that can do that like Las Vegas can.
Right, so we're definitely fighting to do it here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
But Dallas is putting up a heck of a offer to us.
All right. Well, if you're associated with Allegiant Stadium or a T-Mobile Arena or something like that,
this can't happen in T-Mobile.
Do you think it's too small? 20,000 seats is too small?
65,000 team leaders simultaneously in the stadium. We get to rig the stadium. It's going to cost us we've already priced it out, $20 million.
All right. Well, if you're involved with Allegiant Stadium and you want to see this event happen here, you better holler at your boy here and make an offer, because otherwise Dallas is that Arlington Stadium is going to get it, and you're going to have a lot of unhappy people in Dallas going, "Where's my hotel room?"
Because how we got that so quickly is I just happened to run into and talk to one of the guys that were on the city council that approved getting in the FIFA and that, and they realized we will be bringing over $1 billion of city impact there. So they were like, "Here, what can we do to make you all come here?" So that's kind of what we could also bring to Vegas, and we're still,
$1 billion of city impact. LVGEA, LVCVA, Allegiant Stadium, $1 billion of impact. That's like what the Super Bowl did here.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. And that's what we're looking to do here, because you bring that many people to town, that's what happens. So getting back to the event.
And it's a summertime thing, so you don't have to worry about it competing with Super Bowl or really anything else.
We definitely mapped this around this town at that time. So yeah. So you would have 65,000 team leaders in the stadium for each one of the two qualifiers. The rest of the team comes in over the digital twin that we've set up, and the game is played there. It is, I can say, because it's already been announced, that it is player versus environment, but still that you have to have figured out, all the tricks and techniques on getting outdoing the other 65,000.
Okay, so it's not team versus team.
No, it's
not like a
player versus
Counter-Strike
environment.
kind of thing.
No.
It's player versus environment. I think it's really important because I had a bunch of technical questions on latency and all that kind of stuff. You guys have solved this by structuring the game where that doesn't matter.
Right. And also a lot of that solved it in the 650 cities because of the structure of this thing. Nobody's ever tried anything like this before. And it took us a little bit to realize we absolutely have no choice but to take 50% of every single city all the way through the qualifiers. So then once we get into the semifinals, then it's whoever advances. But up until that point, it's 50% of every city. So when we get here, it will be 650 cities represented. We've got no choice in that because of the structure of this thing. Just it goes that way. So then, they go to the we have the semifinals, both semifinals in the arena, and we have the finals in the arena, which seems kind of small for spending $20 million to rig that arena. So we're also going to be doing an infinite stadium level series of concerts there. Which is effectively, if you know the Fortnite concerts that were done all online, you marry that with a stadium concert rigged for AR. So if anybody that remembers what the KPL did at the Bird's Nest in Beijing this last year, that was a stadium rigged for AR. We're going to marry those two together. That's going to be just epic.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I've been working on.
So that's what we've been watching it grow from kind of just a little beyond the idea stage to really nuts and bolts of it's on its way and it's coming. So
well, the cool part was when we figured out that no, we don't need to sell merch to the teams. We need the teams to sell merch for themselves. Because we looked at the F1 jacket, we're like, wait a minute, this means those teams need to learn how to be pros. And that part has structured itself out. Now every single sponsor that realizes this seems to be the best way to engage the younger generation with their peers and how to get the messages across. They're jumping on, left and right now. So
we got a lot of teams signing up.
A lot of sponsors signing up. So the teams can, at this point, the teams can earn roughly about 30 different $100,000 contracts. If I can get, and this thing, I'll make a promise on your station. If we line up Lamborghini, which is what I'm targeting next week, then if a team has a Lamborghini sponsorship and makes it and wins it, then we will also give each one of them one of those Lamborghinis.
All right. Well, you heard it here.
That's $1.5 million commit because they're the $300,000 SUV Lamborghinis. I just saw one the other day. They're awesome. So how would you like your own Lamborghini?
I'm probably not a good enough gamer to win, but look,
you never know in this game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It could be a Connect 4, and
but I have to get the Lamborghini signed up first.
Well, I think first, this sounds like, if you're a gamer, this sounds like a fantastic thing to be part of anyway. All you've got to do is build your team and get yourself involved and start making the connections with the sponsors and building building up your team and hyping up your team to get ready to go. And I guess practice all your favorite games, because you never know what the new game is going to be. So
Yeah, well, you're going to need a strategist.
Yep.
And you're definitely going to need a good shot.
I think this is going to be fascinating. There's a real opportunity for like an online reality show for some of these teams to watch how they're preparing
100%.
over 3 years to get ready for this event, because it's not like most gaming tournaments where we know the game, we've been playing the game forever, we know each other and how we work together in the game. It's everyone's coming in cold. I assume there's going to be a big announcement today's game release day.
Oh, the game release is they learn after they're in the seat in the qualifier. That's the first time they get to see the game, is the first
So
qualifier.
they don't even get like a week to practice before the tournament starts.
But the only time to practice is in each qualifier, because the only way to play this game, because the way it's built, will be in the tournament itself.
Okay. So no practice rounds. You got to show up, you got to play, and you got to play to win.
And you got to figure it out on the fly, which is the best way to do it.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I think it's that's one of the pet peeves over some of these gaming tournaments over 20 years is, well, it's just, there's some of these teams that have such advantages because they got in early and they knew the game and that kind of stuff. So
Fatality is a 12-time world champion. You've got Fakers won that one. It's like everybody knows who's going to win, but the question becomes who's going to come in second.
Right. And if you already know who's going to win, it's not as fun for everyone. So I think this is great. I think it's going to keep it exciting. I think it's going to keep it fun, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what some of these teams are doing and how they're getting ready for it over the next 3 years.
Awesome. Well, appreciate your time.
Well,
sir.
thank you for your time. This is great. It was great to get an update on this. I hope as it gets closer, you can come and tell us what's going on, who are some of the teams to follow, pay attention to, and let us know more about if those Lamborghinis are up for grabs.
Gotcha. Well, we do have Tomorrow Company as a sponsor right now. We have Able Gamers, which that's a really good organization that helps disabled people get they pay for all the gear for them to game. If you have a hip switch or a blow tube and that's all you can use, they get that rigged up to the game so you can compete. So we've got those kind of sponsors already on board, and we'll see who else comes.
Fantastic. All right, well, look at that camera. Tell everybody again where to find it so they can either check out what's going on, get ready to come watch all this happen in 3 years, or if they're a gamer, get their team together and get their team signed up.
So SEA.silicanexus.com, which is SILICANEXUS.com.
And what's the name of the event? What's the name of the whole big picture?
Oh, it's the Silica Esports Arena.
There you go, Silica Esports Arena. So
tournament, conference, and expo.
Check it out. Yeah, we didn't even. Next time we'll have to talk about the conference and expo part of it.
That's going to be fun. I mean, think of Gamescom, only bigger.
Yep, it's going to be exciting.
Thank you.
I don't know how you're going to do it in Dallas. Good luck. Thanks, sir. All right, it is. Oh my God, it's 12:10. We're just about to start lunch here at Tech Alley in downtown Las Vegas at 3rd Street. Ooh, 3rd Street. 3rd Street, Vegas, at the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue in Vegas. This is where Tech Alley, the main event, is every 3rd Saturday of the month. So if you're in Vegas, you're interested in tech, you're interested in gaming, you're interested in all the kinds of things we were just talking about, go ahead and come on down here to Las Vegas. You can learn about crypto. You can learn about coding. You can learn about come see demo time. Come see some of the hardware and software people are demoing. Excuse me, guys. I know there's not a lot of tables, but please don't disturb that equipment. Yeah, I'm talking about that chair right there and that chair right there. So, yeah, let me give you the rundown. Everyone who comes down. All right, let me give you the schedule. What's coming out? So we're in lunch right now. Lunch is at 12:15, from 12:15 to 1:15. If you come down and you register for Tech Alley, you get a free lunch on Taverna Costera. It's always delicious. Chef always does a great job. So get down here, 3rd Street, Vegas, on the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue in Las Vegas. So coming up, we went through the first round of talks. Networking always starts at 10. So if you're going to come down and join us next time, here, I'll pick that up. Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want someone sitting there. That's all. Guys, go around it. Come on. Come around. I'd rather that than you trip over it and knock it over. We are live. That's how important this is I'm stopping doing live. Yeah. All right, so we're in lunch right now. So a typical day at Tech Alley starts with 10 a.m. Networking. So come on down for coffee, networking, get to meet everybody great who's coming down at Tech Alley. And then 11 o'clock, the first round of talks starts. So this month, for the first round of talks, we had Who's Got My Money with Kurt Walker, Innovation Essentials with Rachel Gomez, Las Vegas AI Meetup with Timothy May, Blockchain Self-Custody with James Roop, and Startup Attorney Caleb Green. Now, if you weren't able to make it, then if you weren't able... So, no, it's just. No, it's just I was like, guys, can you please be careful? Like, that's not the best place for you. And like they looked at me like I had 3 heads. So. All right. Okay. Thank you guys. Yeah, so what I was saying was, if you can't make it down here or you missed the first round of talks, all these talks are recorded. They're on the Tech Alley YouTube channel. So if you are watching on the Tech Alley YouTube channel, you already know where to go. If you're watching on the Leduc Leadership and Media channel, get over to the Tech Alley channel after you watch the live stream today. Check out all the talks. They all got recorded, so you can check them all out there if you didn't see what you had going on. So right now we're doing lunch, as I mentioned. Come on down, get registered. You just got to scan a QR code when you get here, and you can get a free lunch. So, and that'll be going on. You know, it's 12:15 right now. Get down here by about 1. There should be plenty of food, and come down, have a lunch with us, and then get down here for the second round of talks. And the second round of talks is going to be so good friend Josh Stacy at 1:15 doing demo time. Come on down and see everybody's hardware, software, whatever it is they're demonstrating. Come on down. You're going to see some great things, some great new tech here in Las Vegas. If you've got something to demo, come on down. You might still be able to get in on this month's demo time. And if you can't get in on this month's demo time, come on down and join us next month and show us what you got. Adam Englander hosting the Las Vegas Python meetup at 1:15. Marina Cristidi Noble hosting the AWS user group meeting at 1:15. Jackson Wright doing his social marketing meetup. Always a crowd pleaser. Comes in. Jackson will tell you how to use things like social media, podcasts, all kinds of digital stuff to promote your business and bring revenue in for your business. And then our good friend Mike Wilson hosts the Vegas Crypto Group. That's all happened at 1:15. That's the next round of talks. And then at 2:45, so that second round of talks goes like 1:15 to like 2:30, 2:45-ish. And then starting at 2:45, we got our third round of meetups, Sin City Programmers with Justin Otero and good friend Josh Stacy. And then increasing revenue without increasing prices. Acacia Thornton does that. I think this is the second month she's doing that one. She talked about in the announcements. It sounds like it was really good. So get on down here. Check us out. Check us out at Tech Alley. See all the great talks going on. Meet all the great people that are here. And then come on and join us in the live stream and tell us about your startup, your business, your event, everything you have going on. So I'm going to go try to find myself some water because I'm really, really thirsty after all this talking right now. And I will be back in just a minute. All right, hey, see that we've got a comment over there that I haven't been able to get to. Go ahead.
Hello.
What's going on?
No, it was in a great session. So
Yeah, so this is our new friend Bo. He reached out during the week, said he was coming down.
yeah,
Saw the Vegas startup scene on Monday, I think it was, or saw one of the clips from it or something.
Yeah.
So tell everybody who you are and tell us about your business.
will do. Hello, everyone. My name is Bo McCoy. I'm the CEO and founder of RunScout.ai. That's also our website. We are a brand new company pioneering school safety. And what we do is connect to existing camera systems to monitor them with AI. And we detect the everyday events that schools are dealing with every single day. So just on Thursday, just a couple days ago, there was an incident here in Las Vegas where an armed gunman robbed a convenience store and ran onto the school property. Unfortunately, there was a shooting. We would have seen that person as soon as they stepped onto the school property, captured a video, and sent it to the police, sent it to the school leadership, so they can initiate a lockdown. Even if it was 1 second that we'd have saved, that could potentially mean somebody's life.
Well, and just not to pick on anybody involved in this incident, but what happened was, you tell me, I'm only a little bit familiar with this incident. This individual got onto campus, and then the first time anybody was able to respond to this was when a person saw them,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So whether they saw them on a camera or whether they saw them in person,
Someone
a person
had
had
to
to
do
see them in order to be able to respond to this. What you do is, as soon as they cross the threshold of a camera, AI recognizes that event.
Exactly. Everyone knows, and they have it on their phone. So you're not just dependent on one person to see something. The AI is seeing and sending that information to everywhere. So we basically provide complete visibility to the entire campus to everyone who needs to know. Right? Imagine if you had a team of security guards watching every single angle. Well, that's exactly what we do. Except we use the camera plus AI instead of hiring, a large staff of humans.
Okay. Now I don't have kids, and I don't spend a lot of time at schools here in Clark County. To what degree are there cameras around schools, whether that's here in Clark County or anywhere?
They're everywhere. So they're everywhere in schools. Your average school has like 20 to 25 cameras. But the thing is, they're reactionary devices. So they're only looked at after an event happens. And we want to change that and make them proactive devices. So rather than waiting for something to happen, the AI knows the second that it happens. Over 50% of children with autism attempt to elope or escape from school. 50%. So there's over 300,000 students in Clark County. Imagine what percentage of them have autism. Half of that attempt to escape every year. It's a horrifying situation that teachers deal with every single day, and we can detect it As soon as that child gets up and goes out the door, we see it, we send an alert immediately.
So for most schools, the hardware infrastructure already is in place.
already exists.
They need a solution like yours to automate this a little bit, right?
Exactly.
And then that's the challenge for you, right? How do
Exactly.
I know the difference from a kid who's walking from a classroom to the bathroom
Right.
to a kid who's trying to escape the facility,
And that's
right?
where we bring the human element into it. So we call it human in the loop. So the AI will never know exactly when you need to respond. But what it can do is get you the information to make the decision
Right.
extremely fast.
Right.
And you are the human in that loop. You're not
Right.
waiting on AI to call the police. You're saying, this is something I need to deal with right now, or this is not something that needs my immediate response.
But if I'm a security officer and I've got 25 cameras, depending on what my setup is, either I'm looking at a couple of screens that are cycling through a bunch of cameras,
Right.
or I'm looking at a whole big wall of screens, and I can't possibly put my attention on what's happening on every camera at once.
Exactly.
This is something that guides me to an event that's happening.
Exactly. That's what it's doing. It's filtering out the noise. Rather than you watching 25 cameras at once, it's showing you one 10-second clip of something that requires your attention, and it can learn from you. If you say, I don't want to see this, I want to see that, it will learn from that over time. So we can also increase the number of cameras by filtering out the noise. So if today you have 25 and that's the max you could watch, we could go to 50 or 75
Right.
because AI is cutting it down to just what you need
Right.
to see.
There's no diminishing returns for adding an extra camera in an area that's important, because you're not limited by the human factor of I can only look at so many at once.
Exactly. And the human factor is what everyone's struggling with because humans are expensive. And so what we do is say, keep the amount of people that you have. Let's make them a lot more empowered. Let's give them more camera angles, show them more events so that they can see things when it happens and respond quickly. And if they can't respond in that moment, they have an incident, they can go talk to somebody and say, hey, I noticed that you brought this contraband into the school
Yep.
and you weren't supposed to do that. So it helps as well with the kind of fostering the environment of security.
Yep. So it should alleviate a lot of people's surveillance state fears,
Exactly.
because it's guiding a human to make a decision, not making decisions on its own.
And I think what people are afraid of, the surveillance, is the punishment or the risk side. It's like I'm being punished because you're surveilling me. I'm giving up my freedoms. And I think when we start delivering value because of that, now that 13-year-old feels safe to go to school. Now they can, feel like they can do their best academically because we're keeping some of the elements out, is when they're going to be more comfortable with the cameras.
It lets humans focus on what humans are good at, which
Exactly.
is making a decision, right?
Exactly.
I know the difference between a kid who's walking to the bathroom and a kid who's trying to escape the grounds, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I know as a human intuitively what that looks like. Training AI to do that is harder, but you can train an AI to say, this might be that thing.
Exactly.
You go ahead and make the call, right?
Right. That's just, like I said, hopefully in the future we'll have, many cameras. You can't watch them all, but AI can show you what you need to see. And that human is the one who's now empowered to make those decisions.
And it's, and it certainly can guide someone, alert someone to, oh, someone's coming on at a time of day in a location. They've come onto school grounds.
Exactly.
On a path that shouldn't be used ever,
Exactly.
let alone this time of day, right?
Exactly.
This could have been of immense help at the airport in Denver a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, and that's another space that we're looking at. And if you think about any kind of public space where people are aggregating, in parks, in government offices,
Yeah.
in a theater like this, there's an element that you want inside and there's an element that you don't. And we can help you to see when that element is approaching, and so that you can respond quickly. Because once they're in the door, that event on Thursday could have gone a lot worse. Thank
Yep.
God it didn't, but it could have. And we are giving you a second, if it's just 1 second, to keep that element from entering into your building.
Yep. So how did you get involved in all this?
So a couple of years ago, I had a conversation with a high school principal here in Clark County, and he told me, I'm in my 40s. And he told me, we know there's guns with plural on this campus every day, but we don't know who has them. And I thought back to when I was in high school in the 90s, and it wasn't like that. You knew who had the gun, right? There was no doubt. It was like, these are the kids carrying guns.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's not like that. Nowadays, anyone could have it.
Right.
And that panicked me. And I said, you can't search everybody. You can't put a metal detector everywhere. It's going to freak everyone out. What can you do? Well, there's already a camera everywhere, and you can detect behavior. If you were carrying a weapon, you might wear clothing that kind of doesn't show that weapon.
There are signals.
There are signals, and that's what behavioral therapists are trained to look for. For example, if there's signs of abuse or self-harm or something like that, your therapists are looking, and teachers are trained to look for those indicators. We're doing the same thing. We're saying connect to the camera and look for indicators that show you something is not right. We're not telling you that this person has a gun, but we're telling you that this person is acting suspicious and you might want to have a conversation.
Well, and what's
with them.
fantastic about this is teachers, administrators, security professionals, they are inundated by all these things happening all the time.
Correct.
And this is something that can just light up a little bit and say, this is something you should be paying attention to,
Exactly.
right? Because teachers, administrators, security, whoever it is working on a campus, these adults have so many things they've got to pay attention to.
Exactly.
Right? If you've got 25 kids in a classroom, you've got 25 kids you got to pay attention to every second, and you just can't. It's just like the one guy looking at all the cameras.
Yep.
You can't be paying attention every second.
You can, and we all suffer from notification saturation, right? We have too many alerts on our phone all the time, and that's the beauty of video. There's no notification. You're looking at the image of the event, and you're seeing whether you need to respond or not. It's not just another text notification like,
Yep.
oh, blah, blah, blah from your app.
Yep.
It's like, no, this is really valuable. There's like a magic to video. It's like why movies are so powerful on TV. And so seeing it just changes everything. And that is the number one thing that we save is time.
Yep.
Because rather than seeing all these alerts and all these notifications, you just look at this one thing and you know whether you need to do something or not.
Yep. Cool. So, are you in schools already? How is it?
We are. Yeah, we're in several schools. We're in Hawaii. We're in Ohio. We're in Texas. We're in Maryland. We're in Nevada as well. And we are just letting the world know that this thing exists.
Okay.
Runscout.ai is the website.
Runscout.ai. Runscout.ai. So it doesn't look like you're hurting for customers. It sounds like you've got a nice pipeline going.
We would always like to have more. There's over 14,000 school districts in the United States, tens of thousands of public and private schools. Every single teacher in the elementary level and middle school and high school deals with elopement issues every single day.
Yep.
It's just kind of like chronic.
Always. I mean,
system.
now you can do something about it.
Now you can do something about it. So yeah, we're trying to get the word out.
How big is your company? How many people do you have working for you?
We're about 5 people right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with AI and how fast you can build things.
And are you a software developer?
I am. So yeah, I studied computer science at Dartmouth. I became a software engineer for 9 years. I fell into working at a company called Go Guardian, which is now one of the biggest ed tech companies. And I just love education. And I'm truly on a mission to make it safer, because I can't imagine me being 14 in a school and worried about anyone in this room might have a gun.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, right?
Yeah, that's not the world I grew up in.
That's what kids have to deal with. Some kids are bringing guns to school because they don't know who else has one.
Exactly.
That's the only reason they're bringing one.
It's a different world that we live in, and I want to make it feel, because if you don't feel safe, it's like your basic need, right? How could you learn?
Right.
How could you be friends with somebody?
Absolutely.
Right.
So cool. Well, is there anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go and get some lunch?
Just runscout.ai is the website. My email is beau, at runscout.ai.
All right.
It's only $8,000 per year, by the way. That's really important. This is not breaking the budget.
That is a bargain at twice the price.
We made it for school, so if you know a teacher or if you know a principal, please reach out.
And that's a full implementation with whatever their internal security infrastructure
all
is.
in, yeah, up to 20 cameras. No hidden fees or whatever. We make it affordable.
$8,000. I mean, there are people here. There are investors here today who have $8,000 on them today. So in cash.
We call it like big sale buyable.
Yeah. So.
And I really appreciate your time. And letting me on the show.
I appreciate you reaching out and expressing interest and wanting to come on. So,
nice.
So thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, Jason.
Good to meet you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Looks like do we have some more comments? This is all right. Looks like we've got a little bit of a break here. Let me fill you in on what's going on. I'm Jason LeDuc. I'm your host. This is live from Tech Alley. We are here at 3rd Street Vegas in downtown Las Vegas. This is the monthly Tech Alley event in downtown Las Vegas. So this is where the tech community gets together. There's all kinds of meetups, all kinds of talks, all kinds of networking. And we are, just kind of trying to give you a picture into what's happening here today. So we're having people on who are speaking in the presentations, people who are attending, people who are promoting their businesses, startup founders, investors. We're looking for folks who have events coming up. We want to be talking to all of them. So if you're interested in tech in any way, crypto, AI, drones, what else do we have? Amazon Web Services, building websites, hardware, software. I think I said crypto already. Crypto, blockchain, self-custody. Come on down and see what's going on. Meet the great folks at Tech Alley, and have a good time talking to them and getting to know them. So, but we are here. We're here the third Saturday of every month at 3rd Street, Vegas. It's at the corner of 3rd Street, going that way, and Gas Avenue, going that way, here in Las Vegas. And it's a great time. If you get down here now, if you get down and get registered, you can get a free lunch on Taverna Costera. They do a great job catering this event for us. And everybody who attends and registers gets to eat for free. So if you're looking for something to do for lunch and you're in Las Vegas, come on to downtown Las Vegas. Come on down to 3rd Street, Vegas. They're our amazing sponsor who gives us the whole location. It's an old movie theater. It's a creative space that 3rd Street Vegas is renovating and turning into a space for performances, whether those are live performances or films that are being shown or things that are going to be shown digitally out over the internet, whether that's live or recorded. So lots of amazing things going on here at 3rd Street, Vegas. So what can you expect if you come down here? Well, typical day at Tech Alley starts at 10 a.m. And that is with networking. So come on down, have coffee, do networking with people, get to know all the amazing people we've got here. That starts at 10 a.m. every 3rd Saturday of the month. And then the first round of meetup starts at 11 a.m. So get down here at 10, hang out, get to know people. And then at 11, we get into our first round of talks. Today we had Who's Got My Money? That's a perennial favorite. Our good friend Kurt Walker hosts that talk. My glasses are incredibly dirty, so I'm going to take them off. Rachel Gomez hosts Innovation Essentials. She's from UNLV. Timothy May does the Las Vegas AI meetup. So if you're interested in AI, come on down here every 3rd Saturday of the month and attend Timothy's meetup. Our good friend James Roop does blockchain self-custody, talking about crypto, blockchain, how you can use it, not just for cryptocurrency, but all the other uses that you can find with crypto and blockchain. And then Caleb Green, the startup attorney, was here answering questions for people and just kind of helping them out with the legal issues, the legal questions they have with their startups. 12:15 every time we're down here. That's when lunch starts and goes to 1:15. And then the second round of meetup starts at 1:15. So we do that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. 1:15 every 3rd Saturday of the month. This month we've got Josh Stacy doing demo time. So you can come down and see the hardware, software, apps, whatever it is, whatever people are putting together, want to show people and get feedback on, you can come down and see demo time. If you've got something to demo, come on down and join us for demo time. Adam Englander hosts the Las Vegas Python meetup. So if you're interested in coding in Python, getting to know Python, doing projects in Python with people, come on down for the Las Vegas Python meetup. Maria Christine Noble hosts the AWS user group. So if you are an AWS user, if you are trying to learn about AWS, come on down, talk to us about that. Jackson Wright does social marketing in the 1:15 block. So if you want to learn how to use digital, if you want to learn how to use social, if you want to learn how to use podcasts to grow your business, to bring revenue in for your business, Jackson will help you with that. And then our good friend Mike Wilson hosts the Vegas Crypto Group at 1:15. That goes till about 2:30, 2:45. And then the third round of meetups, we have Sin City Programmers. And that's with Justin Otero and Josh Stacy. And they work on different coding and programming projects. And then increasing revenue without increasing prices. Acacia Thornton comes in and she will help you increase revenue for your business without increasing your prices. So come on down, get to know all those folks. One of the things, I think I mentioned it earlier, I don't think I've mentioned it in a while, is if you can't make it down here, if you're not in Las Vegas today, or you just can't make it down here, all of these talks that I talked about will be on the Tech Alley channel, the Tech Alley YouTube channel. So they record them all. So you can see, if you want to see demo time with Josh Stacy and you can't make it down here, if you want to see what Kurt Walker talked about and Who's Got My Money, you can go to the Tech Alley YouTube channel and see those talks. Now, what we would love is if you're in town and you want to see these, come on down and join us here. Come meet us. Come join us on the live stream. Tell us about what you have going on. But we would absolutely love it if you'd come down here, get to know the people here. They'd love to get to know you. And I'm sure you can find someone to collaborate with on a project. Woo! It's been a day. All right. Let me go see if we've got any new comments.
I'm about to leave. Don't record this. Today's my daughter's birthday,
Okay.
and my wife has been carrying the load all by herself.
Okay.
This
No.
birthday. I feel bad. Oh my gosh. Oh
What
my
a day.
gosh.
Hey, welcome back to Haas Rushdie, host of Hello Henderson and Dead Sprint Radio.
Hi.
He's kind of my counterpart for the Henderson Tech Alley.
Yes, we got the idea from you, and I hope
Well,
you
I got
mind-
the idea from the internet, so it's not like I'm a visionary.
But we followed in your footsteps, and
You guys are doing a great job down there.
Thank you so
Wednesday nights are hard. I wish I could make it down more often. I'm gonna try. I don't think I can make it this month, but I'm gonna try in June.
May 27th. Come out. Our show is a little bit different than yours, obviously, because you have such a great presence. But we do a pre-show where we record it.
It's a different format. If you've
Yes.
never been to Tech Alley, it's a different format. It's all in one room.
Yes.
They do put on a great spread, so get on down for that. And the networking's really great there because it is all in one room. So
Yes.
everybody kind of mills around the room and goes to different tables and talks to each other. But yeah, Lorraine puts together a great
She
program
did,
every
she did.
month. So
I do want to say one thing. Today's Lorraine's birthday.
oh,
So
happy birthday, Lorraine. I didn't know that. So
Yeah. She's a little embarrassed, but I love embarrassing people. So
yeah. So so you guys do a pre-show.
we do a pre-show with Hello Henderson. So Hello Henderson was my way of getting to know my community that
Yep.
I moved in last year. So we talked to people like yourself. We haven't connected.
You've had a lot of great guests.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We have Fallon. We have Berlin.
Yep.
During Tech Alley, we had Lorraine, and Lorraine
Yep.
said, "Why don't you come do this at Tech Alley Henderson?"
Yeah.
So we do a pre-show where we try to meet everybody that's gonna go on stage and talk, and then we do our wrap-up show, and where we ask everybody how did it go. So and the idea is that we want to encourage people to come down and everything because, like you said, it's a much smaller venue, so it's a lot.
It's
more
intimate and
Yes,
it's a very different vibe, but it's really, really effective. I think it's a really well done program.
Thank you so much. We
So-
appreciate that. You should the one. I know you can't make it.
I'm gonna
but
try. I mean, I will try. I
No.
got to look at my schedule because that's like 2 weeks out,
It's
right?
on May 27th.
I got a little time to try to figure it out.
It's on May 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. The show, so we do the recording at 5:30. The actual event itself starts at 6.
Yep.
We actually are working with Lorraine to change it up a little bit. So we're trying to have the guest speakers. We do have quite a few. We have Startup Stories with Brandon Ward.
Okay.
We have
And Startup Stories is really great. I think Startup Stories is my favorite part of
yes.
Henderson Tech Alley. It's not like a talk. It's like a fireside chat
Yes.
with a founder or a small business owner or something
Yep.
to talk about just like back and forth like this.
Yes.
But on stage with 2 chairs.
Yeah, and what's really cool about it is that for those who want to start up, who are just starting up, who have some thoughts or doubts, you can see and connect with those people on stage and say, "Oh, look, they did it. I
Yeah.
can do it." So that's really good. But we also have like a few people because it is Startup Month this
It is Startup
this
Month, yep.
So we have Anthony Malloy from the city of Henderson
Mm-hmm.
will be a guest speaker. Len Jessup
Yep.
will be the former president of UNLV.
Former
will be there.
president of UNLV, managing partner of Desert Forge
Desert
Ventures,
Forge,
which is putting a lot of money into a lot of great companies.
Yes, so money will be there if you have something to pitch.
Yeah.
Then we have a panel that I will be moderating myself.
Okay.
With the Scott Muller out from the president of Chambers of Commerce of Henderson. Tom Nichols from NSU,
Okay.
and Ikram Mansouri of Atlas Consulting.
Okay. Very cool.
So I'm looking forward to it. I love moderating. I love doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Because,
this is a lot of fun.
you know, because we get to talk to people. You know,
Yeah.
It's funny. We talked about this last time.
If you're going to talk to people, you may as well put it out for other people to see, right?
Exactly. Right.
I mean, not everything, but
I never thought. I never thought I'd be doing a podcast or a moderator. Like I used to be,
if you told me 10 years ago I'd be doing this, I would have told you were crazy.
Exactly. So how you been, by the way? I know you're
I've been good. No, we produced we had 2 films that shot. One of them shot in one of the theaters here
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. So it was like April 20th, we shot one film all in one day here at 3rd Street, Vegas.
Yeah.
And then April 26th, we did the first day of a second film in an outdoor location. And then the next Saturday and Sunday, we did all the indoor locations for that film. And so that was like 2 crazy weeks of shooting films and like all the logistics of doing that. And then like since the 2 weeks of wrapping that second film in production, it's been closing that out, getting editing and all that kind of stuff, and then just catching up on all the stuff. And now like, so as soon as I get through this weekend, it's got to be back to, okay, getting our festival runs ready and, you know, trying to set things up for success. So when these films are done and edited, we're like out submitting them to festivals and getting them in front of people and showing them to
Can
people.
you talk about the films or not yet?
I can talk about them a little bit. So one is called Two Actors.
Sorry. Notice I'm just interviewing you now.
Yeah, it's okay. It's the internet. There's no rules.
I love it.
There's no rules. Okay.
By the way, for anybody watching,
I'm just happy someone asked me about me for once.
yeah, I know that's the thing. Like, you know, we do this. You know, I when I started the podcast and I started doing the stuff that I do, and then I met you and I got to know you.
Yep.
I realized like I'm basically following his footsteps. But that's like, you know what they say about great minds, right?
Yep.
So, but please tell me about your film.
Oh, anyway, I'm joking. I get to talk about myself on camera all the time. No, so Two Actors. We shot it here at 3rd Street, Vegas, in theater number 1, which is like kind of the prime theater we use for Tech Alley stuff. And it's about 2 actors rehearsing a play, and what they start to, how they start to interact and learn about each other and their relationship with each other, and kind of how it moves in and out of rehearsing a scene versus interacting with each other. Yeah,
I like that.
so that's
I like
going to be
these
about
kind
a
of stories.
17-minute short that'll be coming out later this summer. See it at a festival near you. And then the second one is called I Think She's Dead, and it's about 2 homeless people who come across a dead woman and get to experience life in a very different way than they're used to experiencing after they have this experience, and what they get to know about each other and their relationship with each other over that day.
Is this something that you've always wanted to do, or you just kind of
Nope.
fell into it?
No, like everything, it's just something I fell into it. Now, last summer, I was taking some acting classes to try to improve my on-camera presence, and I got connected with a group of people who are creatives, they are writers, they are directors, they are actors as well. And they said, hey, would you like to come on and help us out? I'm the executive producer on the business side of putting together these film projects. So that's how I got involved in these. So my job is very much more the business side and the strategic side of these projects,
Right.
while they do the creative work and the day-to-day work.
So I came from New York. You know my story, right?
Yep.
I lived in New York and Jersey as a child.
I do. I don't know if they do, but
I lived in New York and New Jersey as a child. My family, I'm originally from Egypt. Literally half my family in Egypt are like actors, singers, performers. My brothers are both actors, theater actors, and whatnot. I lived in California. I have some friends. Our friend Jonathan Sterrett, he's an actor.
yeah, he's around here somewhere
he's around
today.
here, trust me.
Yeah, we
He's
gotta
working
get him over here and get caught up with him.
Absolutely.
Because honestly, the last conversation I had with him, other than hello, was sitting in that chair when we were doing these behind the window last time.
And, you know, I feel like I've lived, my brothers now live in Atlanta. So Atlanta almost has like the entertainment hub for the South. We obviously know California, right? New York is what it is. I feel like Vegas has an opportunity to become like the next entertainment hub. There's a lot of, do you feel like that's coming, or do you feel like it's not happening?
I do, and I feel like the opportunity is there, and I think much like our tech community here, it's an opportunity we have to seize. No one's just going to hand it to us. I know we've had stuff in the legislature about tax abatements and tax incentives for big productions to come here. That may or may not happen in the future. I know they're going to continue trying. Mark Wahlberg says, "Look, it's a when thing, not an if thing. That's going to happen." The UNLV project out of Blackfire is going to go forward. The UNLV Studios or whatever, I forget what they're calling that. That they're still talking about bringing that forward.
Oh, yeah, UNLV. They have something called gosh,
It's escaping me.
Yeah,
I can't remember it. I literally could look on my phone,
Yeah.
and I will not.
it's like Battleborn.
I forget what they're
something like
calling
that.
it.
Yeah.
Probably
Rebel Production.
Probably something with Rebel. That's what I would expect.
Rebel Production, yes, Rebel Production.
But yeah, which I think is a great thing because it's going to build the studio. It's going to build the physical infrastructure. Where I think the opportunity is, much like our tech and startup community, is we need to build the people who know how to do these jobs. Right. We need to build the wardrobe people, the makeup people, the light, the sound, and we have people who do that in our community
and it
here.
creates opportunities.
And it
for the
creates
city.
opportunities. And so what we need to do is we need to build more of them.
Yeah.
And especially on the producer side of things, we need to build more people who know how to produce films so we can put together these projects. That way, when Hollywood does come back, when those tax incentives are in place, when the studio is built, instead of a bunch of people from LA coming here temporarily or moving here to fill those jobs, we say, guys, we've got a bunch of people who know what they're doing and
You
are
hear that,
ready
Hollywood?
and are ready to fill these jobs.
Are you hearing this, Hollywood? We
So-
got the people.
So
we can make
right.
it work.
So we just need to build a lot more people, build the number of people in the industry, and give them opportunities to do paid full-time work.
Yeah.
So that we have this critical mass of people when the big production comes, they can say one of the advantages to doing in Las Vegas is we don't need to travel a bunch of people from somewhere else.
Absolutely.
We've
I
got
agree.
the people
100%.
are there.
I understand if you bring a few that are experts to teach the locals
Sure.
how to do it, and that I think that's okay. That's normal.
We've got a lot of great
Yeah.
local filmmakers and a lot of great local talent.
Yeah.
The folks that I worked with on these last two productions blew me away at how good they were at their jobs.
Yeah.
And they live here in Vegas.
Yes.
And so it's just a matter of getting them more opportunities so that can be their full-time job, and then bringing that professionalism to people who know how to direct and produce and lead these teams as well.
Absolutely. And I really think, again, Lake Vegas, Henderson, this whole valley is full of so much talent,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they just need the right opportunity, the
Yep.
right direction. People like you are leading the way, obviously. With
Yeah,
with
we-
everything that you do, not just from the film industry, but also
Yep.
your leadership forces and stuff like that.
We need to take the opportunities and make the opportunities for ourselves. We can't wait for someone to come save us.
I just posted something a couple of weeks ago. I said, no one's going to hand you anything.
Right.
On,
No one's
my
coming to
Desperate
save you.
Radio. Yeah.
No one's coming to save you.
It was one of those cathartic episodes where I just talked about because sometimes I feel like, oh man, things are like coming to you can't feel sorry for yourself. You have to just go do something.
And I've been involved in this in the tech community here for 11 years now.
I like
And
how we looked at his watch.
One of the crazy things about it is everyone wants someone to come and save them. Come in and do your thing here in Las Vegas.
Right.
And then every so often you find someone who's like, hey, we're interested in expanding to Vegas. We'd like to come in and do some stuff. And then the same people who are saying, come in and save us, say, but that's not how we do things in Vegas. Don't do it that way. So then they go, okay, well, we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You're making it difficult for us. So the real answer to me is build the skill, the talent, and the professionalism that people from elsewhere say, oh, you guys are doing great stuff. We want to come work with you.
Yeah, and this go full circle now goes back to what I do outside of podcasting and everything, the agile stuff that I
Yep.
do. When I go teach people or I go consult people, I love when people tell me well, that's the way we've always done it. Has it worked for you? Is this
Yeah.
why you hired me?
Why am
Is
I
this
here?
Why am I here? Right? And I don't have a problem with people personalizing stuff, customizing stuff, but be good at it first before you customize it. Meaning, if you're going to dictate to others, this is how we're going to do filming, or this is how we're going to implement backlog refinement, great. Understand how it works first, be an expert at it, and then customize it to fit your needs.
And there are best practices. That's
Yes.
what Agile is all about. It's
Exactly.
all best
Thank
practices,
you.
right? So if you're working with someone and you come in and you start talking about Agile, whatever aspect of Agile you're talking
Right.
about. And they go, yeah, but we do it this way. But you're always delivering late, and it never works right.
And your talent is like a revolving door.
It might, and your talent is a revolving door, which is a real clear sign something needs to change. Even if you're getting stuff on time,
Yes.
and it's right, and your talent is a revolving door, that's a real clear sign something needs to change. Right. If you're having enough problems, you brought someone in to help. Look, I was in the Air Force for 20 years. Sometimes you draw a line in the sand, right?
Yep.
Sometimes you go, no, we have to do it this way because of ethics, because of integrity, because of we don't want to be brought up on war crimes trials, right? Sometimes you have to do that, but the rest of the time you go, oh, well, we haven't been on time and we haven't been on target. Maybe we need to try. Maybe the way we've always been doing it isn't the way to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
But the first thing, I use a lot of AI to do research, and the first thing, because I just talked to Big Game about developing the people and developing the professionalism, and the whenever I'm researching something, whether it's about tech or film, I'm always asking, what are the best practices, right? I'm a new executive producer.
Right.
What are the best practices in the Hollywood film industry, in the Hollywood TV industry? What are companies like Neon and A24 doing? How do they do it the same as Hollywood? How do they do it different from Hollywood?
And you're gonna do a couple of things
Right.
wrong.
And if it's good enough for the people making millions of dollars at this, it's probably good enough for me.
Absolutely. You know, it's like those best practices, we call them best practices for a reason.
Yep.
In Agile, we have something called anti-patterns.
Yeah, they're not kind of okay practices.
Yeah, exactly. We have something called anti-patterns. They're called anti-patterns for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think the bigger problem is that when somebody tries to teach you something, whether it's Agile, whether it's filmmaking, whether it's podcasting, there's this making the connection. Why do I have to do my backlog this way? Why do I have to film this way? Why do I have to have the mic or the light come in a certain way? People don't understand that when you make that connection, then people understand it.
Right.
And I think there's
And
something
that's
on both
our
sides.
job as instructors,
Yeah.
right? Is to come and understand, okay, this is what you're facing.
Yes.
Let me try to frame what I'm doing in a way that you're going to get like that.
Instead of
right?
just do it the way I tell you.
Right. Yeah. Don't just do it the way I tell you. Let's
Yeah.
talk about why this is a good idea.
Yes.
And then you can go apply it in a way that's going to work even better for your company, right?
Absolutely.
So,
So
all right.
I think I'm at my time right here. So, like I basically
We don't
you.
worry, but
I
I know you need to go. So I know it's great. It's great to have you on the show again. I got to get down to a Henderson Tech
Please
Alley
do.
sometime.
Please do.
I can't wait.
I am looking for a guest. I am looking for a guest. I do. So here's the thing that people don't know. I do a guest co-host with me every month.
Yep.
Sort of like it's my way of giving back to the community. Come co-host. Come talk about your business with me. Whatever. I'll give you a video package after. So we did Mark Phelan of Projection.
Phelan's
Intense
great. I
Aware.
haven't seen Phelan in a month or two.
He has been exhaustingly busy.
Well, he got himself a real job. Besides being a highly successful
I text
entrepreneur,
him
he has a job, a job job.
I
now,
text
so.
him every couple of weeks. He's like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you still alive?
You still
just
with
like,
us? Yeah.
Pop your head up if you need it."
I still see him posting stuff,
Yeah.
and I still see pictures of him at stuff.
Yeah,
so
that to me is
so
like, okay, he's
I
still
assume
alive.
he's doing okay.
Yeah. So, love Phelan, by the way. He's one of the best. I feel like he's Las Vegas' best friend for everybody.
He kind of is.
He
yeah.
kind of is. He's a great guy.
Phelan was the first person to ever reach out on a comment on this live show and say, "Where is this? I'm coming down." And he did. He came
Yeah.
down. And
Right.
then he came down, hung out for a bit, and then sat in not that chair, but
Right.
in the guest chair. The very first day he came down to Tech Alley, he saw this live stream
Right.
while he was sitting in a store seminar. He was looking at his phone and saw this live stream and said, "Where is this? How long are you going to be there? I'm coming down."
Jonathan Starrett was my first co-host for the year.
Yep.
My wife, because I just needed to test it out, and she did great, by the way. We had the AF pitch
That's
competition.
fantastic.
Yeah, we had Caramy Olsen of Palula
Oh,
Pod.
she's great.
Yeah,
she's
she's
great.
wonderful.
She's
Yeah.
been on our stream a couple of times.
So,
She's great on camera.
Constantly offering folks to come and
Yeah.
co-host with me, Tech Alley Henderson. Hello Henderson special at Tech Alley Henderson
Yep.
is different than the actual platform, which is kind of like, again, I'm following this guy's. By the way, I didn't tell you about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it out right now. I've recorded a bunch of stuff last year from a bunch of bosses that I used to work for to talk about agile and leadership and what's the impact. I still have it because I'm still learning how to edit the right way. I'm turning into a documentary.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's the stuff that I'm still learning.
That's fantastic.
Right. So But yeah, the leadership. Every time I go and edit stuff, I'm thinking like, I need to talk to Jason about this.
Yeah, we do need to get together. We need to grab lunch or a drink or something
Absolutely.
at some point because
So,
we've been trying to do that for like 2 months. But
again, Tech Alley Henderson, I'm where I do Hello Henderson special. If you want to co-host with me, kind of highlight your business, and I will put you to work.
Yeah,
I'll give you a mic and you'll interview people. You know, you're not just sit next to me like a pretty face. So
yeah, no, it's great. They do great stuff. I'm a big fan. So
thank you so much.
Like I said, it is the perfect show for the event itself, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
It's really great.
We're trying to go live streaming a little bit with it, like maybe the pre-show or the post-show. We don't know yet. So we're trying to do a couple of things with it. We tried a couple of times, and we're not as technologically advanced as you are. Again, I'm following this guy's footsteps, so I'm trying to learn from him.
I just have more stuff.
Yeah.
I just have more stuff and know how to connect it. None of this is actually technologically advanced.
But I'm gonna get out of here. I feel like there's.
I think there's someone who wants to join us, and if you see Jonathan, I would love to.
Absolutely, I'm gonna
point him my way.
by.
I'd love to have him come on as well. All right, good to see you, my friend.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
I'll try to make
Thank
it
you,
down
everyone.
in a couple weeks. So.
Absolutely.
Hey.
All right.
Did you want to come on? Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. So get comfortable and then get real close to this microphone. You want to be about this far away. What? Oh yeah, it's camera. So yeah, look at that camera and tell everybody who you are and why you're here and what you have going on.
Well, the biggest reason that I'm here is because Kurt Walker invited me.
Okay.
I live in St. George, Utah.
All right.
And I'm associated with the 1 Million Cups there. I am a coach there.
Okay, cool.
And Kurt Walker wanted us to come down and kind of take a look at what Tech Alley is.
Okay.
Because we're thinking about bringing Tech Alley to St. George, so expanding and bringing it down there.
Another win for Tech Alley. I know.
Yeah.
I know it's not a done deal yet, but I'm counting it.
Yeah, so the biggest thing is my association here is with 1 Million Cups.
Okay. Because we've been trying to bring 1 million cups back here for not me personally, but a group of people have been trying to bring 1 million cups back here.
We in St. George are trying to figure out how we can help support that too, bringing 1 million
That'd be
cups back down
fantastic.
here to Vegas.
That'd be fantastic. Did you get to meet Dave Berlin while you were here today? Okay,
No.
we'll need to get you guys connected because
Awesome.
I don't know if he's still trying to do it, but he was one of the folks about 6 months ago trying to re-energize that here.
Cool. Yeah, Kurt Walker brought both me and Crystal Matulovic down here. Crystal and I are both with 1 Million Cups.
Okay.
She's with another company where she connects people to employees out of Brazil for lower cost and things like that.
Yeah, we're gonna get her on to talk about that in just a second. So.
And I am a founder of a nonprofit organization in St. George, so I kind of have my own thing I'm doing. She has her own thing we're doing,
Nice.
but we're here on behalf of 1 Million Cups.
Fantastic. Well, I love St. George.
Yeah, St. George is great.
It's much cooler there, even in the summer, and
Not much.
and enough to make it worthwhile to get out of here.
Well, and it's more green there.
Yeah.
We like to call Vegas Concrete City.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, I've been coming to Vegas long enough to remember when there were actually gaps between Henderson and Las Vegas and North Las Vegas, and 30 years ago, you know, there were actually stretches where you were actually between the towns.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool. Yeah, so I hadn't ever heard of Tech Alley before, before getting associated with 1 Million Cups. Kurt Walker has been kind of introducing us to the pitch kung fu and Tech Alley and some of those things. And
Great.
We really want to kind of help be associated with it and help with it. So it'd
Okay.
be really cool to bring it down into St. George.
Cool. Give us a little bit of an idea, because I'm a little familiar with 1 Million Cups. I've never actually been, just a little familiar because I know people have wanted to get it going back here again. Tell everybody what 1 Million Cups is and how it works and all that kind of thing.
So 1 Million Cups was founded by the Kauffman Foundation, and it's a support system for entrepreneurs that are kind of trying to help get started in their business. And it's for anybody that has had their business up and going for 5 years or less, either trying to get started or really trying to kind of acquire more customers. And unlike the tech pitches or tech startups, it's open to entrepreneurs of all types. So support system for entrepreneurs of all types. You get to come in and for 6 minutes, you get 6 minutes to talk about what your business, what you do. But more than just, it's not a pitch. And no, it's not like some of these others where you've got all the investors in the room trying to kind of say, hey, I want to see if I want to invest in what you're doing. It's a support system. So everyone that's in the audience is there to hear about your business, hear about what your challenges are, what your struggles are, what you need help with, and help you. So it's really super neat for a business that's trying to get started out. You get 6 minutes to talk about your business. We typically try to encourage them to like 1 to 2 minutes, just say, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is how I got started. And then spend more of the time saying, this is my pain points, these are my struggles, this is what I'm having a hard time with, this is what I can't find, this is where I need help. And then you've got some big people in the room, the Washington County Economic Developers, the 5-County Association of Governments, like such some big people in the room.
Yeah,
and
so it's not just new entrepreneurs who attend.
Yeah. Yeah, and no. Most of the people in the audience are not new entrepreneurs. They're very seasoned. They're there as hey, I've been an entrepreneur for 35 years. I have a lot of experience in this, and I want to give my education to somebody for free. I want to take what I have of value, which is everything I've learned, and give it to you to help you out. So you've got a whole room full of very educated, a lot of knowledge people, a lot of deep connections in the community to say, what can we do to help you? So it's the polar opposite of like usually the networking groups and stuff like that. You're just in there saying, get your 30 seconds to say, this is who I am, this is what I do. And everyone's trying to sell to everybody. There, it's the opposite. The audience is trying to give everything to the presenter. It's really cool.
Let's just pause for 1 second and see what this Oh, they're going to do the raffle. So they're doing last call for raffle tickets. How often do you guys meet? How many people typically attend?
I think our last meeting we had like 30 something. We hit almost 40. That was been our biggest. I would say we usually have more like 25, 30. We're trying to get it kind of to the 50 in the audience every single time.
It's pretty good for a town the size of St. George, though,
Well,
right?
and the fact that we just got started too. We just barely started in January.
Oh, you guys just started this year.
Yeah.
So that's
And we're
fantastic.
already
That's
getting
fantastic.
Yeah, we're getting consistent turnouts of 30 big people in the room every time.
That's fantastic.
So I think we're doing
And it's every
pretty
week?
good start. Yeah, every Wednesday morning
Okay.
at 9 a.m.
All right.
And we meet at the Zions Bank in downtown St. George, off St. George Boulevard. Every once in a while, that building has a conflict in schedule, and we'll switch over to the Washington County Administration building.
Okay.
But we're almost always at Zions Bank.
Yeah, get over to St. George. So they've got a cute little downtown there.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of fun there.
So-
and then, yeah, like I said, my role there is just I'm a coach. So when the presenters apply, then they get to deal with me and be saying, hey, this is how you do it. This is how this works. What can we do to help you to kind of get your presentation ready and get started?
All right.
And it fits really nicely in my role. Like I said, I'm a founder of a nonprofit organization there. And my whole thing is just what can I do to help people? I think there's enough toe stepping in the nonprofit world, enough competition, enough duplication of efforts. And I try to not only do that, but to counter against it. I founded the Nonprofit Roundtable. We bring on all the nonprofit organizations together in one room. We try to work together. Tell us what your problems are. What can we do to help each other? What can we do to work together as a team? So I love 1 Million Cups because it's a great room for me to be in. It's all about what I do. What can we do to help people?
Fantastic.
That's all I do is what can I do to help people?
Fantastic. Well, look at that camera again. Tell everybody who you are, where they can reach you, and if they're interested in bringing 1 Million Cups to their community, how they can do that.
Okay, so, well, my name is Denise Davenport. Again, I am a coach with 1 Million Cups, founder of Kindness in Motion in St. George, Utah. And to be honest, the whole how they can bring 1 Million Cups to their community, it's pretty straightforward. You just go to 1millioncups.com and you fill out the little application there. It's so streamlined, so straightforward. Yep. If you want to be a presenter for 1 Million Cups, again, super simple process. You just go 1millioncups.com with the number one spelled out millioncups.com and just apply to present.
All right,
and
fantastic.
2 minutes. So easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today. It was great to hear about 1 Million Cups. I hope we can finally get it back here in Las Vegas.
We need to get 1 Million Cups here,
and
we need
and
to get
Tech Alley up in St. George.
And my goal is to try to do both.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, let's take a quick pause here because I think they're going to do the raffle announcement, and we'll come right back with you after we do the raffle announcement.
Come on. We have raffle tickets. We are going to spin the wheels for the winning raffle. All right? One. Drum roll. Drum roll. Say the winner is one. The total is $350. I rounded to $350 for this spin. $50. So that means 50% of that will go to Tech Alley, 50% to someone I'll wrap it. So that's it. All right, here we go. It's spinning, spinning, spinning. Who is the lucky person? Thank you for everyone who purchased out payment. $350, 175 goes to Crystal, 175 goes to take out. The Crystal is going to 115 seconds.
All right. Well, Crystal's going to join us. We just had your friend on talking about 1 million cups.
Yes.
So do you have anything? I don't know if you heard what she was saying. There was a lot of noise going on.
I did not hear. Okay. I was in the middle of a conversation.
How did you get involved in 1 million cups?
So Darren Prince, he's the economic developer out in St. George. They're in St. George, and he is amazing. He belongs to the community. Huge. He's one of the biggest influencers there. And he just got me involved, and I am huge in the community as well. I sit on the committee of Women in Business, 1 Million Cups. I sit on the board of Tech Moms with Trina up in Salt Lake. I belong to the St. George Chamber of Commerce and also to the Washington Area Chamber of Commerce. So when I find that there's more networking events, I am right there involved because I want to be able to market and help network for other businesses, connect businesses together. So that's one of my major loves.
Fantastic.
I love to be able to connect people. So
Fantastic. Which is great. And because you own a business as well.
yes. Yeah.
So tell us about that.
So I run Frontal USA, which is an outsourcing agency. I have a facility, state-of-the-art facility in Curitiba, Brazil, where I hire the Latin Americans to come to, I'll meet with my client first and foremost, find out where all of their pinch points and headaches and the different hats that they wear. And then I get with my hiring manager, my recruiting manager, and he finds the most qualified candidates. We put it in a spreadsheet, we offer it to our clients, and then they do the interview with them to decide which is the best fit.
Okay.
Then the employee will come to our facility where they're managed, and so I will pay their insurance, their taxes, keep up on all the compliance. My client just needs to worry about paying an hourly wage for that employee. I handle everything else. I want to take the headache out of hiring for my clients.
Okay. And what kind of companies do you work with, and what kind of talent do you bring them?
So we do anything. I like to work with mid-sized companies that already know the value of having someone work remotely. We're not there to replace any employees that they currently have. But any work that they need done behind the scenes that doesn't have to be face-to-face.
Okay.
That meaning like anywhere from a virtual assistant, social media, all the way up to like software engineers, data scientists, anything in between.
Fantastic.
As long as it doesn't need to be face-to-face. I want to help companies grow and scale without the headache.
Yeah, anytime you can help a business owner, small, medium, or large, put a value add in where they're spending a little bit of money and don't have to kind of increase their own head count and deal with all the things that come along with that it's a great thing for business owners. It's a great investment.
Yes. I love that companies in St. George are growing, and it's growing so much in St. George, Utah right now. But I do want to expand to Las Vegas as well.
Do you mostly work with companies in St. George?
As of right now, but that's why I'm here in Las Vegas, because I do want to expand my business, our business here to Las Vegas and also St. George and even surrounding areas.
Yeah, that's. I think the time is right. So
we're based out of New Jersey. That's where our corporate office is in New Jersey. So we can help anyone throughout the country. It doesn't need to be just in St. George. And I wanted to get that word out that
That's great.
that we're here to help.
That's great. So this is your first time at Tech Alley.
Yes, it is.
I know.
My very first
Kurt
time.
brought you guys down to kind of experience Tech Alley because
Yes.
there's a possibility of expanding up to St. George. I get this is news to me today. So
Yeah.
so if
Yeah,
you're
it's
getting this for
fun.
the first time, it's breaking news.
It's fun. Yes.
So what do you think of Tech Alley?
I love it. I do. I love it. It's very informational. It's very informative, and lots of business can be passed through here, and it is
Yeah.
amazing. I know that a lot of entrepreneurs, they're not sure exactly where to go, how to do it, about AI, about the things that are going to help them grow, and Tech Alley is like beneficial for the
Yeah.
entrepreneur and even for businesses that are huge. I mean, there's so much potential to help each other.
Yeah,
So,
businesses connect with each other here. People
Yes.
connect to collaborate with each other on tech and creative projects. Businesses have formed out of the relationship that people who have met here at Tech Alley have
Yeah.
done. New businesses have formed because two people decided to show up to Tech Alley on the same day, got to know each other, saw commonalities between what they wanted to do, and they created a business around it.
right. And some people would say there's no such thing as coincidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens for a reason. It's all strategic.
Mm-hmm.
It's all big. And there's a reason that I'm here today. So I'm excited, Jason. I'm really
Great.
excited to meet the people here and to expand my business and just let the people know, knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that people know, the more that they can grow. And I'm just here for the ride. I'm
right.
here for the whole process.
All right,
For sure.
fantastic. So, all right, well, tell everybody who you are, how they can reach you if they want to reach out to you and see if your business can help them.
Sure, absolutely. Please go to our website. It's frontalusa.com. My name is Crystal Matulovich. I live in St. George. You can email me or find me on LinkedIn. My email address is Crystal, CRYSTAL, .Matulovich. It's MATULO, V as in victory, ICH, at frontal with two L's, FRONTALL, USA.com.
All right, fantastic. And reach out on LinkedIn too.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
fantastic. Well, is there anything
Thank
else you
you.
want to leave us with?
Just that please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help you scale without the headache.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you,
us today.
Jason.
It was great to meet
Thank you so much. It was very nice to meet you as well.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. We got a minute here, so let me go check to see if anybody's added any comments. Thank you so much, Crystal. All right. Well, it doesn't look like we've got any new comments over there. I gotta figure something out with this because the comments sit. We had a comment. It looked like it started. Jessica, apologies for taking so long to get to your comment, but the computer's way over there, and I don't always have a chance to go check it out when I'm talking to people. Gonna have to figure something out, like put a monitor here or something that lets me know if we've got comments or something like that. Gonna have to figure that out. But yeah, so it is 1:13. That means the second round of talks at Tech Alley is getting ready to start for today. So to give you a quick rundown of what is happening here, if you're just joining us, we are live from Tech Alley. Tech Alley is the largest single tech meetup here in Las Vegas. It happens every third Saturday of the month at 3rd Street Vegas in downtown Las Vegas. So we're at the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue, which is right behind me here in downtown Las Vegas. Beautiful 3rd Street facility, creative space. Used to be an old movie theater. They're building it into a place where people can come in and do live performances that can get streamed on the internet, or other kinds of art projects. As I was talking about with our good friend Haas earlier, we shot a short film in here a couple of weeks ago in one of the theaters. So it's an amazing space. They're really helping to build our creative art and film community here in Las Vegas. They're gracious enough to host our tech community here, and I love seeing all the great things that are happening between our tech and film community here in Las Vegas. So with that, yes, we are down here the 3rd Saturday of every month. If you are interested in tech in any way, coding, crypto, blockchain, drones, AI, social media, entrepreneurship, raising money for your business, to include not giving up equity for your business, but finding other sources of funding to put into your capital stack so you don't have to give up ownership of your business. Come on down. We're talking about all that stuff here. AWS, Python, demo time. Come see the hardware and software projects people are working on and demoing to get feedback from people. So many great things going on here. And so we're getting ready to go into the second round of talks. So a typical Tech Alley Saturday starts at 10 a.m. with networking. People come down, they have coffee, they get to know each other. We do announcements, we tell everyone what the schedule is. Then we get into that first round of talks at 11 a.m. Lunch is at 12:15. If you come down, not today because lunch is over, but if you come down for a Tech Alley, you come down and join us and you register for Tech Alley, you get a free lunch from Taverna Costera. So you can come down, get a free lunch. Come join us the third Saturday of every month. The lunch is always delicious. So come down, meet people, see some talks, have lunch, hang out. So to get into what we have going on for the second round of talks. Second round of talks starts at 1:15, and we are getting into that demo time I mentioned. That's starting right now with our good friend Josh Stacy. That Python meetup I mentioned, that's starting right now with Adam Englander. Maria Christine Noble's AWS user group is starting right now. Jackson Wright's social networking meetup is starting right now. So if you're interested in how you can use social media, how you can use podcasting, how you can use YouTube, how you can use all of these internet digital media things that are out there to generate revenue for your business, to build your business, Jackson will help you out with that. Come on down to that meetup. And then our good friend Mike Wilson from Vegas Crypto Group is doing the Vegas Crypto Group meetup right now. Then that'll go for about an hour 15, an hour and a half. And then at 2:45, the third round of meetups for the day will start. That'll be Sin City Programmers with Joshua Otero and Josh Stacy. And then Acacia Thornton hosts Increasing Revenue Without Increasing Prices. That's a relatively new meetup. I think it started last month, but she's back again doing it, and she's there to help you increase revenue for your business without raising your prices. So come on down. That's the program for today. It'll wrap up about 4 o'clock. We'd love to see you come down here. If you're interested in any of these things that we're talking about, or interested in meeting any of the great presenters, or people who are just attending here at Tech Alley, come on down, join us. We're at the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue in Las Vegas. 3rd Street Vegas is the place. Come on down. We'd love to see you. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to have you sit in this chair and tell us about your business, your event, everything you have going on. So I am going to get a glass of water if I can find one, because I've been doing a lot of talking, and I will check in with you in just a couple of minutes. Come on and have a seat. Josh Levitt, founder of Tech Alley.
Oh, boy.
Happy anniversary.
I know. Thank you. What a day.
What a day. Fantastic. Great program today.
Yeah.
People down from St. George.
Yeah, Kurt brought a lot of folks down.
Kurt brought a lot of folks. I don't know if you heard the news. They're thinking about trying to bring Tech Alley up there. So
I've been talking
I
to them.
hope we didn't break a story we weren't supposed to break on the live stream. So
Well, I hope that they get it launched. I mean,
I do too. I'd love to see it up there.
I love St. George as well.
Oh, such a cute little town.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, really good stuff going on there too.
Yeah,
I keep saying it's a cute little town. It's not really that little a town, but
Yeah.
but it's they've got a lot of amazing stuff going on up there.
I was actually born in St. George.
Were you really?
I was. Yeah, we lived here. Well, my mom and dad lived in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But as my mother told me, they were young, and he said it would cost like $1,200 for $1,500 to have a kid in Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
$250 to have a kid in St. George.
It's such a Vegas thing. Wait, we can do this for 250 an hour, 2 hours up the road in St. George.
So
we'll be back. We're gonna go up there for the weekend.
So my dad's from Mesquite. And so my mother's due date cap was coming near. They drove her up to Mesquite, and then when she went to labor, they
Just hung out up there until
hopped
she
the
went
border
to
to Utah to St. George, and That's where I was born.
Dropped $250 worth of casino chips on the table and said, "We'll take the whole package."
That's right. That's right. So yeah, I'm one of those like
It was
they hopped the
back
border.
in the days when people did pay for stuff in casino chips in town.
They hopped the border for me to be born in St. George.
That's fantastic. Well, we still consider you a born and raised Las Vegas.
Well, I do
so.
too. People ask you born and raised. Say, yeah, it's only
There's only like 4 of you, so
it's only a few days that I was in Utah, but yeah.
So, how do you feel about 5 years of Tech Alley?
Goes by so fast. You know, it was fun because in preparation for today, I was going through all my old pictures, and I was posted old pictures of the first year, and I was like, oh yeah, I still remember that person. I forgot that person's been here. A lot of people have been
From the very I was not even here at the very beginning. You guys have been doing probably about 5 or 6 months the first time I came.
Yeah. And it's really cool because I was like, oh yeah, they were here since the very beginning.
Yeah. There are people here today who were here at the very first one.
Yeah. And even Mo Dennis came by.
Yeah.
And I forgot that he's been around for right around the very beginning. So it was really cool. I'm glad that Tech Alley's had its longevity with keeping the same folks keep coming over and we're finding value.
It's working. I try to give you credit whenever I can when people talk about the good things that are happening in town, because prior to 2021, I know I had a lot of frustration of we got to get people to show up to stuff. We got to get people to get together to start saying, hey, we could work on something together. Hey, we were talking with some of the ladies from St. George about businesses have started because people met here at Tech Alley and started businesses, you included. So,
me included, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I fully credit Tech Alley with getting that community flywheel turning here post-COVID in 2021, and people saying, oh yeah, there's good stuff going on here. There's other good people. I want to get to know them. I want to spend time with them. I want to find people to collaborate with and see what we can go do together.
That's cool. And I look at the other trailblazers, right? The group that did the jelly back in 2010, 11. I always just say, what Tony Shea and those guys were doing, Tech Alley is just a continuation of it.
Yeah. It's all in that spirit. And it's all in the spirit of what's great about Silicon Valley.
Yeah. And, I talked to him when we were first putting this together. I never went to the jelly, honestly.
No, I wasn't living here at the time.
I wasn't part of that whole tech scene that Tony Shea was putting together. So it was news to me, but talking to him and hearing what worked, what didn't work, and said, all right, well, let's base the things off the lessons they learned. Well, just like, it's like what you do here at Tech Alley. You talk to folks and say, hey, I'm thinking about this idea, and you just yada, and they go, try this route, because this is how I learned it. There's people passing on information. It's really, I think, kept Tech Alley's longevity, and I think we still got a few more years into this.
And I think we got a lot of years into this, as long as you or other good folks want to keep doing it, and it's getting attention.
Oh yeah.
This week for the Leader's Mindset, I recorded it yesterday. It'll be out next Thursday. An investment banker from New York City saw one of our one of the clips from the Monday show with one of the interview clips from here. This was maybe a month ago. He saw this. And he reached out and said, I love what you are doing in your community with Vegas startup scene and Tech Alley. I want to be on your show.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
So,
man.
and investment bankers in New York City are getting the word about Tech Alley, and they love what they're seeing. And they love, he and I talked quite a bit on the interview about that spirit that Silicon Valley has of people show up to each other's stuff. They have coffee together. They run into each other at the coffee shops. They run into each other at the bars.
Yeah.
They have a social experience in addition to the really hard work that they do in Silicon Valley. And we talked a lot about if you can ecosystems that capture that spirit are the ones that tend to be accelerating right now.
And I've been thinking about it. So Zach, Zach, partner,
your partner in Intagli.
Intagli. So he moved to Silicon Valley.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. He left Intagli and he works up there now.
What's he doing up there?
He started his own company.
Okay.
And he's working for it's a really high profile entrepreneur.
Oh, fantastic! I had no idea.
Things, and so I'm always like,
I had no idea. Yeah, come back home for a weekend. And...
Yeah. I'm really excited for him. But he told me this. He goes, the culture here is so different.
Yeah.
And no, you know me. I always say I don't want to become the next Silicon Valley. I want Vegas. I want Silicon Valley to want to be the next Vegas.
Yeah.
Right.
But, yeah, absolutely.
But he tells me, he goes, what's different there is that after 5 o'clock, if you want to talk an idea with somebody, you say, "Hey, let's go meet up," and they go,
Yep.
"Of course, let's go meet up for dinner," and I'm bringing my family.
Yeah.
It's like inbred into their culture.
It's just that
It's work. There's work
just
time.
that spirit of this is a cool person doing a cool thing.
Yeah.
Let's all you should get to know this person. Let's all go do something together.
Yeah. People go have drinks after work. These guys talk new
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool, but I think we need I'd love to see us find a place and turn that into something exactly like that. Something beyond just once a month at Tech Alley.
Yeah.
But we're, folks are actually getting together, sharing ideas, and next thing you know,
I'm trying to find the time. I'm trying to get myself all organized. I'm automating a lot of stuff with AI agents. I'm trying to find time. I used to do like a once a week, just happy hour meetup. Pick a place. We'll just hang out, talk about whatever comes out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get myself in a position where I can go like, okay, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. I'm going to be somewhere.
Yeah.
And if you want to come hang out, come hang out. If you don't want to come hang out, I'm going to have a great time by myself. So,
and that's what in the book, Startup Communities by Brad Feld, he did that.
Yep.
And I've been trying to do it. And I know, it's weird. It's a big commitment in some ways, but
it is. It really helps if you have a number of people who are interested in, that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
I'll host it one week. I'll pick the place. I'll say I'm going to be the one going.
And that's what Brad Feld did. He said,
Yep.
so many people wanted to meet him. They said, you know what? Every Tuesday I'm at blank. And if you want to
Yep.
show up,
Yep.
show up. If not, and I think
it's the consistency.
Taverna was always a cool place to do it. I think I did it a few times and people would come out and we just hang out. Kurt.
I've had straight up meetings at Taverna. It's great.
Yeah. But let's talk about doing that again. I mean,
Yeah.
who am I? People that want to hang out with me, I just talk and ramble. But people that that really have some good knowledge to share. I think we could probably set that up.
Yeah,
That'd be
you and
fun.
I can sit at one table and talk and ramble about nonsense, and other people who are actually contributing can like figure out like, oh, cool, like let's go do a cool thing together.
Yeah, you want to know the history of me? Come over.
Yeah.
I'm an open book. But if you actually want to learn business, you can find some folks that know what they're doing.
And we've got them, and they're here today. So
I learned so much. Every time I come here, every time
Yeah.
I do a Tech Alley, I learn something. And like I said, Tech Alley I created so I can hang out with all the cool people in the community.
and
There's
it's
a lot of
working
cool-
because
a lot of cool people in the
they're all
community.
here.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you saw that the news was here.
I saw somebody with like a big cool camera, not like my camera, like walking around.
Yeah,
So
they interviewed me and a few other folks, and they were here because there was just an article in the RJ, and it was talking about how Vegas tech jobs is
Yes.
skyrocketing.
yes, that is actually I think is my lead item for the Monday show of
is it?
how tech jobs in Vegas are growing faster than any city, at least in America and possibly the world.
Interesting.
And wages for tech jobs are far eclipsing the rate of growth in wages in other careers here in Vegas.
Yeah, I saw the article and I grabbed the PDF. I didn't read it.
Yeah,
Just
it's a
skimmed
great
it.
article. I just don't remember all the numbers.
Yeah, but years ago, when probably 2016, I was working with, not officially, but talking to the governor's office of economic development,
Mhm.
and they pulled out the old figures and they said, look how far, I forgot the term they used, but how far below the national average that the Nevada is with tech jobs.
Yep.
They're trying to turn us into a tech thing. I'm going to go look up the current figures of that report and see.
Yeah,
how much the
I think you'd be
improvement is.
amazed because the average I think it's the average tech salary is about $90,000 here for a tech job.
$90,000.
That's the average.
Yeah.
So yeah, some folks are a little lower, but some folks are getting a lot more than that. And
$90,000.
yeah, I think it was 90, and then the pace of tech jobs increasing is just blowing up here.
I remember when I made my first $100,000 in tech. I
Mhm.
thought I was like the man, Rockefeller.
Yeah. There's these little knees in the curve when you're like, oh, I remember the first really big wire transfer I got from a client. And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that is more money that has ever hit my account
Yeah.
at once than I've ever seen.
I wonder how far $100,000 goes nowadays. Huh? Because I remember the first time I made $100,000, I thought I was like richest man in the world.
Yeah.
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 It's like when you get your first
It certainly feels like it.
gigabyte, hard drive, you're like, I'll never get another hard drive again. This
Yeah.
is it.
I'll never need one.
Then
right?
Napster comes around.
No,
and-
I remember my very first full month's paycheck in the Air Force, and like if you had added up all the money I had made from summer jobs in high school and college,
yeah.
it was still less than what I got paid as a brand new second lieutenant my first full month in the Air Force.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
It was, and it wasn't that much money. It was, I mean, compared to, I mean, never mind compared to today, it was still, we weren't getting paid a lot in the Air Force back in the 90s. So,
Yeah.
so, but it was like, I think that's the highest balance my bank account has ever seen from one payment.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to read that report. I'm interested.
It's definitely worth a read.
And I am going to look up the old Governor's Office of Economic Development, because every year they're supposed to do a report on where we stand. And if we're above the average or whatever that we are,
yeah,
I'm going to go give the guy who was running that guy's name was Bob. Give him a call and congratulate him, because I know they put a lot of big effort into it.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of great stuff going on. Governor's Office of Economic Development, LVGEA, LVCVA, and the things they do to bring like events and big things to town. Tech needs to come with that.
Yeah.
To support those events, we need tech jobs. So the big things they bring, whether it's the Super Bowl, whether it's the NFL draft, whether it's all these other big things they're trying to bring, F1, tech jobs come with that. We need people to do tech jobs with that.
Yeah. And this shows you long-term strategies.
Yeah.
They don't happen overnight, right? I mean, it's long-term. So if this is something they've been working on since 2012, it's finally coming to fruition.
The flywheel's turning.
Yeah, it just you got to get a lot of that foundation.
And now we just need to step up to the challenge and keep up with it.
Yeah.
Keep that flywheel turning faster and faster.
I'm interested. Let's think about this for a bit. Anyway, that's good to hear. I'm excited to do this, because back when I got into workforce development and technology, because no one was in technology jobs.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I couldn't find talent. I was CIO.
No,
I couldn't find talent.
Crazy hard. I mean, back then it was crazy hard. It's still hard. So 5 years at Tech Alley.
Yeah.
Any big memories you want to share? Big, favorite memory from Tech Alley?
I mean, I have a lot of memory. Well, I'd like to think they kind of go together, but I don't know. It seems like every Tech Alley, I was looking at the old pictures, I'm laughing and I'm having a good time. It seems like a lot of people are laughing.
It's a great time. Come on down.
A good time. And I remember the first launch party that we held for a group. That was high school student. That was Zach and his friends.
Yep.
It was really interesting.
I remember that. I was at that one.
I was looking at the pictures, and I was like, oh yeah, Ryan's been here. Ryan was a high school student. I was talking to him here. He goes, yeah, I came in September and I was still in high school. And he does all the videos.
Yeah.
Here now. And those guys, Zach, Ryan, and I can't remember the other kid's name, but they created a platform called Polaris.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember.
They used
I think I actually still have it on my phone.
Do you? They use people here at Tech Alley to help them learn how to do all that stuff.
Yep.
And they launched it, and I said, yeah, you guys launched a product. Let's have a launch party for you.
Yeah.
And like 78 people showed up for it. And I was like, well, you know what? Anybody that launches a product, why don't we do a launch party?
I think the launch parties are one of the best things you did.
We need to bring it back.
Because that's a very Silicon Valley thing, right?
Yeah.
Is like, hey, let's celebrate. Like you're starting your company, like you've started your company, maybe you've brought in a little revenue, your flywheel's turning as a company a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate you. That's why we do this live stream. That's why we do the Monday show, so we can celebrate the wins. So people know, hey, like people are winning at this. Like, let's celebrate their wins. Let's encourage them, and let's encourage others to follow in their footsteps.
I want to have a wake for when startups fail. I really do. I want to celebrate.
I do think that's important.
The giving up on an idea and I find it very brave and for those founders that can say this isn't working. I'm trying something different.
This is The Walking Dead, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
and
it's hard to give that stuff up.
We're getting eclipsed by other technology. It's hard to do. And I think a wake is a great idea for that. Not to publicize that they didn't succeed, but more from you guys tried.
Yeah.
You guys did a great job trying.
Get right back into it.
Let's talk about your next idea.
Heck yeah.
Let's get you back in with something else.
Because what happens when a startup dies now? You just stop hearing
nothing.
about
I mean, we just stop hearing about it. Most of us don't even know, right?
Yeah.
We run into someone somewhere and go, hey, how's that company going? I've been doing that for a year. I've been working another job for a year.
And my thought process is, all right, well, hopefully they're just sort of shelving it for a while and it'll launch later. But let's keep them engaged. It's because losing is. I mean, you might want to call it losing, but let's just call it losing. It's just another stepping stone into their next adventure.
Well, and we talked about Brad Feld and startup communities. That's one of the key lessons from his work is when an entrepreneur doesn't succeed, when an entrepreneur has to shut down a company, what we really want to do as an ecosystem is say, okay, what's your next idea?
That's right.
Like, let's get back up on that horse, right? Get back on that bike. Let's do it again.
That's right. 100%. That's what they're good at. My wife used to get so frustrated with me because I'd always working and doing stuff. And when I was a CIO, hell, I was working probably 12 hours a day.
Oh, easily.
And she'd always be like, you work too much. And I said, you know what? I could be working a food line at McDonald's and I'd be going, what would really solve all the problems here?
Yeah.
I said, I guarantee you I'd be doing the same friggin' thing.
And it doesn't feel like work. I mean, there are times like I've hit 9, 10 at night.
Yeah.
And I'm like really kind of in that unwind mode. And then I'll have an idea.
Oh yeah.
And like grab the laptop because I gotta knock something out on this right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just the way you're wired. And I think that a lot of these entrepreneurs are wired the same way. And honestly, most people I meet that are into this, they're not embarrassed if their idea fails. They just go, well, no, I failed it. I'm on to something else.
Yeah.
So why not have a celebration on it? Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Maybe this year we'll see if we can find someone.
I think we have to think about the branding of it and the approach. But I would love to see us do something where we recognize and encourage folks who are moving on
and have them share the lessons learned from it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's make that a commitment.
All right, let's do it.
6 years.
Let's do it.
6-year anniversary right
something
here.
Something to do in year 6.
We're gonna say this is what we did.
All right. What else? What else do you want to accomplish in year 6 of Tech Alley?
Well, I really, and I know I said I was going to look back at our past year and see what I promised that I'd like to see this year and see what we accomplished. But I know we're still moving in that direction. We want to become an association, much more than just an event, but a way to really continue connecting people to resources and opportunities throughout the month. I really like what Henderson's doing.
I think they're doing great stuff.
They have the Tech Alley Henderson, but then they have the new Henderson Innovation Hub that they put together.
No, they're doing great stuff.
Kurt's, I'm glad that we're partnering with Kurt on a lot of things. I want to see other big partnerships like that as well. And then, like I said, become something much more than just a one event. I want it to be a place that everybody's connecting and talking, doing things, outside of it. Tech Alley as the event is where everybody gets together and shares all the stories. But outside of it, they're still generating connections, creating businesses, finding talent, and so on.
Yeah, I love it. I love seeing the turnout.
I do too.
I love seeing every month. It seems like there's more and more people packed into this room, and
more people, and new first timers,
and old timers, and it just seems like the right mix. It never seems like too many people. It never seems like there's too many first timers or too many old timers. It all just when we get people to put their hands up, and you look around and you see all the faces you recognize, there's still plenty of first timers, and that's great.
So did you have lunch? Did you get to eat?
No, I almost never get to eat.
Oh man.
Because lunchtime is prime time to talk to people.
You should have saw what the spread was.
I saw people's plates.
Because I think that's going to bring everybody back next month. Yeah. The burnout did themselves.
No, they always do a great job. They always do a great job. I always talk it up and say, listen, if you're in Las Vegas and you don't know what you're doing for lunch, get yourself down here before about 1 o'clock and come down and meet the folks down here. Just make sure you register. So
I dig it. Well, hey man, Jason, thank you so much for 5 years of really helping promote this.
Thank you for letting us do this and be part of it and tell some of the stories. And I will remind everybody, like we talked about, if you can't make it down here or you're not in Las Vegas, but the things we've been talking about, the talks, the sessions that are going on, these sound interesting to you. All of them are getting recorded. They're all going up on the Tech Alley YouTube channel. So if you're seeing this on the Tech Alley YouTube channel, you already know where to find it.
That's right.
If you're seeing this on the LaDuca Leadership and Media channel, look for the Tech Alley channel. And then you can see, if you wanted to see what Kurt Walker talked about today, Who's Got My Money, it's there.
Yeah.
If you want to see what the Python meetup's doing right now, or what Josh Stacy's showing people in demo time, it's there by probably about 5 or 6 o'clock tonight. They're all going to be up, right?
No, it's they'll do the first one probably Monday.
Okay, Monday.
So every session will have a separate day. So every day they'll release something new.
Okay, so start checking Monday.
That's right.
And if your session that you're interested in isn't there, check back the next day. Keep checking in.
Subscribe, comment.
Subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. But most specifically, if you're looking for a particular session, just keep checking in. It will be there.
I dig it. All right.
So, thanks, man. Thank you for having us. Happy anniversary again.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Oh. Okay. I'm good. I'm going to grab a little water. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we'll sit down and talk.
And and then out and see that's what's going on right now. Obviously, a lot more of AI that is scary sometimes. email hosting company. We have a platform for small businesses to run their so website, letter, commerce, everything one place for them to just run their business. And I try to look for service aspects so that they can call if they need something. I love that. As well as like kind of also for small business. So have lots of have an idea how to take a business out. $10 a month. Okay, I'm going to be contact. Thank you, Josh.
All right, everybody. Well, we are live from Tech Alley. We're in the second round of meetups right now. That started at 1:15. We're doing demo time with Josh Stacy, our good friend Josh Stacy. Come on down and, see all the cool things people are working on, hardware, software. Come on down, give them some feedback. I just drank a bunch of water. So I am so bad at this. Demo time with Josh Stacy. Come down and see the cool things people are working on. Las Vegas Python meetup with Adam Englander, AWS user group with Maria Christina Noble, social marketing with Jackson Wright, and Vegas crypto group with our good friend Mike Wilson. I don't know if we'll get to talk to him today. If we don't get to talk to him today, we'll bring him to you at some point, though. And then that'll go on until about 2:30, 2:45-ish. And then the last round of meetups will start. That's Sin City Programmers with Justin Otero. I think I've been calling him Joshua Otero. Justin Otero and Josh Stacy again. And then Acacia Thornton's doing increasing revenue without increasing prices, starting at 2:45. And that'll be a wrap. At 4 o'clock today, we will wrap on Tech Alley. So come on down if those things are interesting to you. There's still time to come on down, see the second round of talks, as we were just talking about with Josh Levitt, the founder of Tech Alley. All the talks get recorded. So if there's a talk that sounded good to you and you didn't get to see it today, you couldn't be here for some reason, you're not in Las Vegas, and for whatever reason you couldn't see the talk, go check out the Tech Alley YouTube channel, and you will find once a day, I guess, they release one of the talks. So keep coming back to the Tech Alley channel, and you will find the talk you're looking for. And all the talks from previous Tech Alleys going back a few years are all there. So that's great. So let's see, what else did I want to talk about? So Tech Alley, we are at 3rd Street Vegas in downtown Las Vegas. It's the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue. It's a beautiful creative performing arts space. So we are in kind of like the lounge restaurant area, but there's all these movie theaters. This used to be an old movie theater. There's all these theaters here that are getting transformed into performing art, different kinds of performing art spaces. So it's been really exciting to watch. And they are gracious enough to host us here for Tech Alley and let us use these performance spaces to do our Tech Alley talks. So, if you are in town and you're interested in crypto, if you're interested in drones or AI or programming or developing software, want to become a software engineer, if you're interested in entrepreneurship, come on down. We are here the third Saturday of every month. If you are not in Vegas and this sounds interesting to you and you're coming to Vegas, try to plan your trip around the third Saturday of every month. We've got a couple people today who are from Utah, and they're already talking about planning their trip to come back here next month. So we would love to have you. We'd love to have you come down and meet us and join us for Tech Alley, third Saturday of every month in downtown Las Vegas. Look in, I thought I had... I think we have one more person who's going to join us. We'll just give her a chance to finish up our conversation there. So yeah, it's been a great day. We've had a lot of great conversations. This has been an action-packed live from Tech Alley. It's been an action-packed live from Tech Alley. Let's just leave it at that. But so many new faces here. Hey man, you want to jump on for a few minutes? Watch your foot. Yeah, you can plug in wherever you want. Any empty outlet is for you. There aren't a whole lot of empty ones, but good. I've been talking since 11, which is the way I like it. So yeah, with a couple of quick breaks for water or to check the comments on the computer. That's it. We've been going hard since 11. So fantastic. What is going on, man? Welcome back, Elias Benjaloon. How you been?
Good, Jason.
You have a
Doing
lot
well.
going on these days.
Yeah, I mean, don't a lot of the folks who have had the opportunity to grace this chair with you,
Yes.
keep busy doing good things. I hope, right?
That's not only do we hope, they are,
Yeah.
and we love to see every bit of it. So
Absolutely. I think where a lot of my time and effort has gone to lately has been meeting some of the entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs where they're at, trying to provide some support that is tough right now, right? Like
you've been helping a lot of people out with AI automation in their businesses.
Yeah. We're doing a lot of that. I think we may actually bring some vibe coding. I was just talking to Josh about bringing a vibe coding class over here to Tech
Oh, that'd
Alley.
be fantastic. That'd be a great a vibe coding meetup would be great.
This reference, maybe some of the folks here would get it, but the kids I spoke to, I didn't think they get it. And I said, y'all got 99 problems. We got 99 problems, and you're here to solve one. And so we're going to use AI to do deep research. We're going to pick a bunch of problems. One kid said child slavery. I was like, what do you know about child slavery? Let's jump into Notebook LM, do some deep research on that, and then learn vibe coding so that we could either identify potential solutions or at least communicate the problem in a way that more people can understand it. So
fantastic.
99 problems, and each of us can solve one.
You kind of started with an easy problem, but
right.
Child slavery. Well,
yeah.
But I love it. I love that you are challenging kids to say it doesn't matter how big the problem is. The process is the same.
Exactly.
Deep research, vibe coding, propose solutions, evaluate solutions.
Yep.
Pick the one you think is going to work the best. Move forward.
Definitely.
Whether the problem is small or big, whether it's business or some big societal issue like child slavery,
right?
The process is the same.
Yeah. I like to whenever I'm teaching the kids, I like to open up and ask them if they want me to talk to them like a kid or if they want me to talk to them like the mini geniuses that they are, right? And a lot of them will elect to being treated like a mini genius. I think that's so important because in the 30 minutes, in that 1 or 2 hours I'll have with them, I won't be able to teach them everything.
Yeah.
But if I could just give them enough exposure to enough things and enough of a why for why it should matter, and then the tools to go continue learning on that. My favorite thing at the end of a class is to see kids, walking out of the class with their laptops open or reading a book or looking at their phone, but not on social media, looking at their phone trying to study something. I think that is super powerful.
When they're still working the problem or they thought of a thing they wanted to work on while you were doing the problem in class and they're walking out with their phone or their laptop going, I'm working on a new thing.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I love that.
Definitely. There's a lot of problems in the state, right? I mean, some of the folks I've talked to, I mean, housing is a problem, right? I think that's kind of where my head has been focused on the most lately has been housing insecurity, whether that comes in the form of help, folks trying to keep up with their mortgage payments, their rent payments, staving off evictions, or worse, surviving housing insecurity and homelessness. I don't know if you know, but we have a program over at the nonprofit I work at, Nevada. I do a lot of work with Nevada Partners, and they work with various programs. One of the programs directly tied to the Shannon West shelter, right? And so it's like mind blowing beyond belief to see, what some people are struggling with, to be living outside in this heat. And that number, I think the last time I spoke about this at Tech Alley around youth homelessness, that number only seems to be getting worse, and worse. And so I think that's kind of been my biggest concern lately.
Yep. Well, we can find tech solutions tech that guides us to the solutions to those problems. I'm all for it, right? There's a lot of things going on. Generator just did their incubator, and 8 companies, I think it was 8 companies, came out of that with not just solutions for power and energy challenges in Nevada, but solutions for that can also help remediate some of this land that's been destroyed by mines or other industries in the state. So I mean, tech and deep research and AI, and there's a lot of potential when we can get the robots kind of chunking on the problem in the background while we do all the human connection stuff, and they can spit out, hey, what about trying this? There's we can really do a lot more quicker.
One of unfortunately, I found also some of the ways that tech has been making the problem worse.
Okay.
And that's part of why, in my company, I talk a lot about the Tech for Good pledge, which is, we'll teach you all these cool things, but you have to sign this Tech for Good pledge that includes, all of the ways that you will use tech and won't use tech. And one of the ways that tech has been used around the nation has been through algorithmically price fixing rent, and
hotel rooms.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not gonna try to piss off our Fortune 500 hotel partners.
We won't mention any names. All of you.
Right. But the landlords, or not just the landlords. I mean, it's not really on the landlords. They're doing what's best for them in their business.
Right.
But apparently, there's been software that has encouraged landlords at scale to raise prices, even in the face of low occupancy rates, and this results in increased costs to get into a home, with more homes that are empty, and then thousands of people out on the streets.
And that's not really serving anyone, right?
Right, not them, and not the peeps.
It's certainly not serving all of the landlords.
Yeah.
Right. It's serving some landlords because they've got this optimum price point, but there haves and have-nots, right?
Right.
Landlords that are not involved don't have access to this software are the ones who are not filling their vacancies. So.
Right. Yeah. It's a double-edged sword. I think there's some new court cases that came down in Nevada that's going to change it up a little bit.
Yep.
But that's on the negative side. And then on the solution side, one thing that I want to dig deeper into, and I may be able to get a guest who's going to be able to share a lot more insight on this in the next couple of days. And it will be on community land trusts and land trust as a mechanism to help reduce the cost of housing. Yeah. And it's like a win-win for everyone because it gives a major tax benefit to the landowner. It creates a new asset for a nonprofit or the vehicle that it contains this trust, which then also helps steady the rate increases of costs that ultimately become these housing costs for the next 100 years or so.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So we'll continue doing as much research into that as much as possible. And I'm glad to come to Tech Alley because it helps me remain optimistic, because sometimes it's digging into all the negatives and listening to the stories of the people who are most impacted by the problems. It's tough.
Yeah. Well, and you've got this huge talent base here in this room, not in this room right now, but in this building right now, who, if you said, how would you solve this problem?
Right.
Would probably say, let me chunk on it for a couple of days and come back with, I thought of this. Do you want to try this?
Right. Yep.
So we got this huge talent pool right in this building.
How long have you been part of Tech Alley?
We're
coming up at the 5 years now.
I was not at Tech Alley at the very beginning. I think the first one I was at was November 2021. So 5 or 6 months into it. I don't know how many months that is, but I think that was the very first one I went to. And I really loved it. It was great. And I actually just showed up for just the networking. I didn't even go to any talks. And then I cleared my calendar for the December 2021 day so I could go all day.
Awesome.
And then with a couple of exceptions in the summer months or when I've been out of town, until I started doing the live stream. I was here at just about Tech Alley with a couple of exceptions, and then I've been here. This is not our anniversary. July of this year will be our 2-year anniversary doing the live from Tech Alley stream.
That's
so,
amazing.
yeah, so
I
Tech
love
Alley's
that.
been great.
Congratulations.
It's the 5th anniversary of Tech Alley this month. Do you have a favorite Tech Alley memory from the last 5 years?
So many different Tech Alley memories. For example, I've had some awesome opportunities. Speaking with Kurt on Who's Got My Money. I've had some opportunities where I demoed, and as any other tech entrepreneur, a demo that goes badly, and I didn't let that stop me. I came back and did a demo again that went better. I've gotten to see the same out of other entrepreneurs that rooted for the awkwardness of a bad demo. I'd say demo time has been one of my favorites.
Demo time is a crowd pleaser month after month.
Probably though, like what's going to be seared in my memory forever is the last Tech Alley that we did for Global Entrepreneurship Network. I had some of our youth entrepreneurs. We had Rico Cruz, and we had one of the Doricos, and they came together. I remember Dorico did a poem, an adaptation of Maya Angelou's poem, The River. We did that on Lake Mead, and Rico did a song. And we were kind of talking about this youth entrepreneurship versus youth homelessness crisis at the same time. And Rico, I think he since then done a national tour of his music.
Fantastic.
And so probably that's going to be my all-time favorite thing
That's
at
awesome.
Tech Alley, is to be able to see the young folks go through the awkwardness I went through, go through some of the successes I went through, and continue to inspire us all.
Fantastic. Well, Tech Alley, I forget which one it was, but that was where I met our friend Sophia for the first time.
Yeah.
And then she introduced me to you, and then we started doing some work at Promise Startups, and just have done things over the years. So that's fantastic.
And it's awesome. I think, you are the type of entrepreneur that most folks need to embody, which is finding folks who are, smarter than you, better than you at doing things, and then learning how to do it and internalizing that into your ecosystem. So seeing you with the professional lights, the cameras, the stream is...
I can't believe I own all this stuff.
Right.
And I can't believe I know how to use it well enough to do this every month.
That's amazing.
So, Tech Alley 5th anniversary. What's something you're looking forward to for Tech Alley in the future, or for the ecosystem in the future?
There's a lot of development that's happening here in this neighborhood, whether it's Arts District or downtown or the West Side. My hope is that we'll continue to see, more development, as in, more affordable housing for aspiring entrepreneurs to work on their businesses. We also have, I don't know if they're a unicorn yet or an up and coming unicorn, but there seems to be several Vegas-based unicorns that are up and coming, right? Tensor Wave being one of them, Skills.com being another one of them. And so my hope for Tech Alley, my excitement is that there's going to be a lot more opportunity for aspiring entrepreneurs, for the young folks that come here, that there's going to be more venture capital here, and that this community is going to continue to grow. And that I think one of the things that I really love about, the mission and vision that Josh and so many other folks have for Tech Alley is this sharing economy, the circular economy, both in knowledge and in opportunity in business. So what we're seeing already is great, but I think what I'm excited about is seeing that approach new levels.
Yeah, I'm loving seeing the connection that has occurred with Tech Alley kind of being the centerpiece of it for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And how much more connection I saw occur in this community, this ecosystem, from when Tech Alley started to the 5 or 6 years prior to when Tech Alley started.
Right.
And how much that flywheel has gotten turning. Yesterday, I interviewed an investment banker from New York City.
Awesome.
And the reason I had him on, I was able to get him on my podcast, was not because I said I really wanted to interview an investment banker from New York City. He saw one of the Vegas Startup Scene Monday clips.
Nice.
Went back and watched the whole show, saw some of the things we were doing, the interviews from Tech Alley and that kind of stuff, emailed me and said, I love what you're doing in Las Vegas. I want to come be on your show. And then we're starting to bridge some gaps between funders from New York City.
That's
and
incredible.
Companies in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So what is happening here in this building is getting noticed in the places that have all the money right now.
Yep.
Which goes to, if we can find the folks to fund it, all the things you talked about become much more of a reality.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're doing really great work with the media. I think that's super essential. And I think one of the talks today with Kurt was around the power of media.
Oh, was
being
it?
able
Cool.
to, I think they phrased it the invisible pitch, right?
Okay.
Being able to
Oh
open
yeah,
these types
I
of
need to go back and
conversations.
watch that one because I was very intrigued by the
Yeah.
title
Yeah.
when they were announcing it, and I was doing this, so
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch that one when it's out.
That's awesome. Man, 5 years from now, Tech Alley will have all of the theaters filled out. Probably.
Oh, I don't think it'll take us that long.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm betting by it's May. If Third Street lets us, I'm betting by December we've got all the theaters filled up.
That's gonna be excellent. That's awesome.
Because I know there are a lot of people who want to do talks, and
Yeah.
and the limiting factor with Tech Alley was always space to do the talks, and now
Oh,
we
man.
have so much more space.
Dude, the theaters are so beautiful, so comfortable. I
Yep.
was sitting in a talk. I thought I was going to be one of the only ones to go to this talk because it was a super nerdy coding development talk. The theater was packed.
Yeah. Well, you saw. Were you here when we opened up today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
saw
The
how many
whole
people
room
are
was
here.
packed. Yeah, it was
I
amazing.
don't think I've ever seen this many people at a
Yeah.
Tech Alley
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. It's too bad. I don't know if you ever talk about that on the show, but the parking situation with the city of Las Vegas.
We have mentioned it briefly because we talked about it when we shifted the venue, and Josh was on sitting in that
good.
seat, and we talked a little bit about this was kind of the why behind it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I think it speaks volumes that Taverna Costera still catered lunch, and that Jeff is a great supporter.
all of our partners
Yeah.
moved right along with us.
Yeah.
And that's, I shouldn't say our, because I'm not like Tech Alley management.
Right.
Josh just lets me do this
Yeah.
every month. But all of the partners moved right along to
Yeah.
the new location.
Yeah.
And there was no friction or heartburn
Yeah.
whatsoever. And it really speaks to one, what a great job Josh and his team are doing with this, and two,
Yep.
how important everybody in the community thinks this is.
And this is so walkable. This community
Yeah, it's really nice
is
down
becoming
here.
more walkable. I got here super early. I was actually able to walk all the way to the Arts District.
Yep.
I came from the other side of downtown and stopped at Vesta Coffee. And probably after
Yep.
this, I'm going to go for a long walk. And
It's a good
it's
day
one
for
of my
it.
favorites.
Good day for it. So,
Yeah.
all right. Anything else you want to leave us with?
I'll leave you with one of the quotes from my favorite song. Just
All
work
right.
hard and be nice.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jason.
Work
It's always
hard,
a
be
pleasure
nice.
to
Join
see
us
you.
at Tech Alley next month.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Awesome.
All right. Thanks,
Alrighty, till
Elias.
next time.
All right. I'm going to grab a little more water and I'll be right back. Good to see you. All right. We've had a great day today. We've had a lot of old faces we haven't seen in a while, a lot of new faces on here, a lot of Tech Alley first timers joining us. We've had a really good day, a lot of really good talks. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. We'll keep doing it as long as you guys keep watching, and Josh keeps letting us do it here. But Third Street Vegas is always such a great partner. All the partners, as Elias and I were talking about, Taverna Costera, all of the partners that come along with Tech Alley have been so great. Let's do this. There we go. Keep the table from wobbling, keep my microphone from sliding away from me. Yeah, all of the partners have been so great with Tech Alley over the years, and have pretty much stuck with us the whole time, or are stuck with Tech Alley the whole time. Again, I keep saying us. I'm not involved in running or managing Tech Alley in any way, but I feel like part of the family because they let us do this. And honestly, I think I felt like part of the family even just attending the event a few years ago before we started doing the live stream. It's really that kind of thing where you feel like you're part of a community and part of a family when you attend Tech Alley and you get to know the folks here. So let's see. What else? What else we're waiting for? I think we've got one more guest who wants to join us, so we're giving her an opportunity to wrap up her conversation, and then come join us, and then we'll kind of do some final thoughts and wrap up for the day. But it's been a great day. I wish I could remember everything that happened so I could recap it. But yeah, little the housekeeping stuff. We're at 3rd Street Vegas, the Performance Creativity Incubator Accelerator. I'm not sure exactly what they call it. There's a poster outside that says it. I should probably remember it, but yeah, they're creating these beautiful performance spaces here in Las Vegas. Some of them just for live performances, some of them that we streamed out on the internet, some of them for recording live performances. It's all going to be fantastic. A great opportunity for the arts here in Las Vegas. We're at this beautiful former movie theater, and it just gets better every single time that we're here. So Tech Alley is the premier monthly meetup for tech in Las Vegas. We're here 3rd Saturday of every month at 3rd Street Vegas, at the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue in downtown Las Vegas. As I said, it's a beautiful facility. And if you're interested in tech in any way, you're looking to get into a tech career, you are in a tech career, you're just looking to connect with people who are also in tech, you just want to connect with people who are doing some really cool stuff in Vegas, or you just want to come down and check it out and see who's here. We kick it off every 3rd Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. We do about half hour, 45 minutes of networking, then it's announcements, and then we get right into that first round of talks. And that first round of talks can be anything from Kurt Walker's Who's Got My Money to James Roop's Crypto and Blockchain Meetup. I could just pick up my phone and look and see what the first round of meetups was today, which I will do for you because I think that will be more helpful. Let's see, what else have we got here? Innovation Essentials with UNLV's Rachel Gomez, the Las Vegas AI meetup with Timothy May. That was in our first block this morning. We talked about blockchain self-custody, and Caleb Green, Startup Eternity, sits right over there and answers people's questions about legal questions about startups. Then every time we do Tech Alley at about 12:15, we do lunch and more networking. So lunch is provided by Taverna Costera. So if you come on down to Tech Alley and you register, you can get a free lunch from Taverna Costera. If you're looking for something to do on the 3rd Saturday of the month, looking for something to do for lunch, come on down and join us at Tech Alley. And then right now we're in the 2nd round of talks for a little bit more. Currently, we're doing demo time with Josh Stacy. So if you want to see what cool projects people are working on, and whether it's hardware, software, AI, whatever it is, people come, they show up, they demo their stuff in front of the group and get feedback from people. The Adam Englander hosts the Las Vegas Python meetups. So you're interested in coding in Python, doing Python projects, getting to know people who are working on those kinds of projects, come on down and see that meetup. Maria Christine Noble's AWS users group is also happening right now, and will be happening next month at the same time. Social marketing with Jackson Wright. Learn how to use social, whether that's social media, YouTube, video, podcasting, whatever it is to build your business, grow your revenue. And then Mike Wilson, our good friend Mike Wilson, hosts the Vegas Crypto Group meetup. I have no idea which theaters any of these things are on, but they're all happening right now. These will be going for the next few minutes, probably the next 15 minutes or maybe a little more. And then at 2:45, we've got the last round of meetups. It'll be Sin City Programmers with Justin Otero and Josh Stacy. And then Increasing Your Revenue Without Increasing Prices with Acacia Thornton. So I think that's going to be one I'm going to have to go back and watch again. I'm very curious about what he talks about in that meetup. So we're having a great day here. So hope if you are in Las Vegas, you can come on down and join us. Come on down and join us later today. Still got time to get down here. Or if you're in Las Vegas, you can't join us today, you'll come down and join us next month on the 3rd Saturday of the month. And if you're not in Las Vegas, but you are coming to Vegas and your trip is going to cover the 3rd Saturday of the month, or you can plan your trip around the 3rd Saturday of the month, we would absolutely love to see you down at Tech Alley and have you come and meet all the amazing folks here. So let me go take a look and see if we've got comments that I can answer for folks, and I'll be right back. All right. We're gonna give our guest a couple of more minutes, and if we need to pack up, we'll start packing up. But let me just take a look at what's going on here. Okay. Can all wait. All right. Yeah, that can all wait. Yeah. All right. Okay, we've got our guest coming. No, it's no problem at all. This is about the time we kind of hit this time of day where we want to make sure we get everyone who wants to come on. And so I'm always kind of like, let me look around, let me see if anyone's waiting. But this is about the time, yeah. If if we got to like 2:30 and no one was like waiting to come on, we would start packing up. But so Catherine, right?
Yes.
Catherine, is this your first time at Tech Alley?
No, this I believe is my 4th or my 5th.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah. So excited to be here for the 5th anniversary.
Yeah.
What an incredible milestone.
Yeah. So what brought you to Tech Alley for the first time?
So I have been in the tech space for about 4 years now.
Okay.
And I recently moved to Vegas again. And
Again, so you lived here before?
Yes. Well, I actually came here from the Bitcoin conference last year and started hosting Crypto Mondays and stayed in town for a little bit. Yeah. And really just loved the community and met so many incredible people in all different industries. And, Vegas is really known for their conferences. And so as we integrate technology into these different sectors and kind of seeing the different interoperability of blockchain, it's been an incredible experience. So I feel like there's a lot to learn here and grow.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So was there anything particular that brought you here today?
Well, to continue to support Josh and everything that he and Kirk and so many of other people that have been really influencing the scene here, just to be a support and continue to grow. I don't think one thing in particular, there's so many incredible sessions that take place here and just incredible individuals that keep really expanding my mindset and where I'm personally going and growing with different teams and partnerships. I believe that anywhere we want to go in life, we're always stronger together.
Absolutely, yeah. So what are you working on when you're not here at Tech Alley?
So I have been finding treasure across the country.
Okay.
And that's that's inside of people, So I've always worked on relationships, I think, throughout my life and different, I started in bodybuilding and then fashion industry, did some stuff on film sets, and then worked in nightlife and hospitality, did real estate, and was just like, well, what do I really love to do, and it was building community. And then I realized that with community and this blockchain technology and using DAOs, that we can truly create impact through those opportunities. So now I'm really working on an IP fund. So yeah, I realize that artists and sometimes collaborators, they don't necessarily know how to maybe, keep their IP and monetize it properly. So setting up systems where we can essentially pay people for proof of community, proof of engagement, and then have our kind of infrastructure built on with the compliance, their KYCs, their Reg CF. So it's a crowdfunding platform that we're essentially building, and then using that on a ledger with liquidity pools and an opportunity to not only just take part in this, but to actually build out the IP in different areas and genres of life. So storytelling, music, sustainable projects, regenerative things, and concerts.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we'll have to talk offline a little bit because I've just recently started working with a group. I'm executive producing their film projects. So,
really? That's exciting. It's funny because I'd never thought that I would go back into I guess the film world, but I feel that as we start to develop our story and we're in the first kind of movers and holding that light and guiding it as we were building, and I want to keep the humanity in tech. So I took a little bit of a step back.
I think that's a desire that is really coming to the forefront here in 2026. When you look at a lot of the things that are going on, some of these Masters of the Universe kind of, you're seeing some of these Masters of the Universe guys starting to fight with each other now. And everyone's kind of like, can't we all just be cool? Like, like you guys are building some impressive stuff, but can't we all just can't we just make stuff that's going to be cool and not make my life harder? And two, can't we all just be cool with each other? So I think this is a kind of the rest of the world is coming up where you are of like, can't we all just be cool?
Yeah, exactly. And it's been a difficult road. And so, I watched the first Social movie, and when we think about Facebook and, the lawyers in Harvard and how they just the situations that happen. So I'm taking kind of like what happened in different companies and these kind of lawsuits and these things that are happening. And I'm like, wait, if we built this and we had a share and we had equal equity in it, or if we bought into it, then we can kind of develop this IP together. And I believe that it's truly about our journey. It's a spiritual journey of just us understanding why we're doing this, the amount of fun in embracing it versus then the race of it. So I didn't want, it's like we went from Star Wars to AI Wars, and I was like, what is going on? Landmines everywhere.
Yeah, I think you've captured it. It's the, if we can take a step back from the arms race aspect of what, because again, what some of these tech companies are building is incredible. But a lot of it really is an arms race right now. They're trying to be the first. They're trying to beat everybody else so that they can kind of just absorb everybody else.
Yes.
And I'm as much of a capitalist and a free market guy as everyone else. But if we can just slow down a little bit, and not even slow down, just step back from it being a winner take all arms race, right? I'll build my thing, you build your thing. Let's see what each thing is best at and where the consumers go, right?
Yeah, I love how you're saying that because, I've done Bitcoin conferences, I've done Rare Evo, I've been doing some Hedera conferences, and it's like, how dare you not use Hedera in certain enterprises? And then, and then Bitcoin, that was like literally the forefront of so much of this. This was the beginning, and everybody's like, you have your maxis, and I jokingly say this to the miners when I go to the miners conference. I said, but guys, they were building ordinals, and be a little nicer to the ordinals community because they're creating art and they're letting the world know about Bitcoin more. So it's really, it's creating this ecosystem of coming together, explaining it, and not getting like the whoopings back and forth and saying, I got to be on this side or that side. No.
Well, and it's like my grandparents used to say is you have to be aware of how you're treating people on the way up, because at some point you're going to be on the way down, right?
Yeah.
And we're starting to see again with some of these Masters of the Universe guys, some of them are on the way back down now, or they look like they might be headed on the way back down, and people are going to remember how they were treated when that person was on the way up.
Oh, I say this all the time. I say, I look at companies to find out how they're treating, actually not even companies, but just how people treat each other in our circles. And I don't tolerate any kind of bullying. I have this kind of funny saying that there's a lot of trolls on the internet. So I'm myself the TCC. I'm the control conductor converter. So it's like, if you want to be mean to somebody, listen, hash it out, do something. But at the end of the day, let's get along because there's a round table. And so even like the Last Supper was such a pivotal painting in our, what about return to the table? What about sitting back down and we saw Spirit just go through everything that they went through, and just a guy decided he was going to try to help raise the money. So one person could really spark an imagination or to think to do it with crowdfunding or however our opportunities are now. So it's like, why don't we return to Spirit? Why don't we return to the table with like Source and let us eat? I mean, and especially too, we're using these chips and we're so consumer mentality right now. We're extracting from Mother Earth instead of attracting, which really much better for all of us together. So I think it's switching the mindset and being a little bit more, more kinder. I want tender technology.
Well, I like the idea of trying to include everybody at the table, right?
Yeah.
Because if everyone's at the table, everyone can still compete.
Yes.
Right. It's one of the things that when you look back at Silicon Valley over the decades, companies would be competing, but they'd still be at the bar together every night hanging out, right?
Yes,
Right.
thank you.
And they might not exactly be friends, but they, it wasn't so tense as it feels like it
Yeah.
is now, right?
Yeah.
This winner take all mentality. And the big thing about trolls, and we'll probably get a bunch of comments on this now, but trolls don't compete. Trolls just troll, right?
They
So
do.
come compete with it.
Yes.
Like be part of what we're doing, or like, what's your thing? If
Yeah.
your thing's better, if your thing is really cool, I'll be the first one to say that's really cool, and I need to up my game to get there.
Yeah. And I think that's what it is with the troll aspect of it. Because if you can actually become a troll converter, that troll, it's like, these are, listen, we've all been maybe a troll at some point.
I
in
think
our
we all
life.
probably have, yeah.
So it's not so much that we're trying to change anybody, but we're asking them to be involved in it. And so a lot of brilliant
Just join the
minds-
game.
Yeah, exactly. Just be part of like the superhero group. So, I'm Catalyst. So I say the A-list, which is the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then my MOU is Masters of the Universe. But the gentleman over there, he's like, don't use that. You can't be using that one. I'm like, okay, fine. Masters of understanding,
Mm-hmm.
that we understand that we don't have all the answers figured out, but just like, I'm waiting for Elon to give me the keys to the Starship. I mean, we do have artwork on the moon with SpaceX Falcon 9. I was one of the 222
Oh,
artists.
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we have an ordinals project on there with Mr. Musk, and really exciting. It was Space Blue and Bit Basel, and they selected 222 of us. And
That's awesome.
yeah, we're building out a multiverse, a metaverse aspect of it.
Cool.
Yeah, and so it's these kind of projects that remind you like the future of what we can do together when we dream. If you don't have big dreams, then big dreams don't come true.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
So, we have space projects, and then another one of my dear to my heart is imagine our oceans right now, they're crying out for us, our coral reefs. We have another project called Sea Sirens. We're using biomass right now, and we're creating sculptures. So not only are we part of like the arts and the cultural aspect of things, but now we're saving our coral reefs, and we're cleaning up our beaches, our oceans.
So you're creating sculptures out of biomass.
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. And we're doing that on Solana. We do have like our beautiful necklaces we sell, and also we upcycle bikinis.
Okay.
And so then we do like fashion shows during swim week, and we'll have the models out there because at the end of the day, people always love to show up to fashion shows. And imagine you have all these developers just building.
Oh yeah, no, swim week is, I mean, it seems like Miami has like 5 swim weeks a year, but like Vegas 2 or 3 years ago started doing a swim week. So
Maybe we can ignite that. And then, because I'm really trying to not close the gap, but there's a massive gap with the women in tech. So if there's a way to maybe kind of start bringing in these women to understand what we're doing in different kinds of projects and kind of like tapping into a different area that maybe they never really had thought of, whether it's even murals with QR codes. And instead of adopting a highway, you're now adopting a wall and a mural, and we're telling a story, and that's on the blockchain, giving back to our communities.
Yep.
So those are the kind of projects and the things that I love to do. Let's paint a
Fantastic.
story.
that's fantastic. I
Yeah,
love that.
thank you so
All right.
much. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Look in the camera. Tell everybody who you are and how they can reach you.
So my name is Catherine Nowak. You can reach me on LinkedIn. It's KATHRYN, and then it's Nowak, NOWAK. Also, I am Cat Nowak on Instagram, and then Catalystic with a K _ETH on Twitter. And also, I'm going to be live at Tech Week coming up. And then also, we're going to be hosting Sundance and all these incredible opportunities. So just try to follow me on there. Website is going up because as I was developing, putting it all together, now it's like we said, we have to talk after camera because there was so many moving parts. But this is the exciting part: returning to the table, returning to spirit.
No, I think that's I think getting as many people at the table to either compete or collaborate or cooperate or whatever. However, you're going to come to the table, we'd love to have you here. So
Right. And then it's a fun competition because, we think about skies and stuff. I said, what if we did fun airdrops and then the airdrops in the sky by the time the flight ends, where you can do that and we can add to whatever community. I'm a big humanitarian, first and foremost. What's the difference in the impact that we leave on this planet when we leave it? So think about others, think about what we're creating, and then do it from that source. So
all right.
thank you so
Thank you for
much.
joining us. Stick
I
around for a minute
appreciate
because
it.
I'm just going to sign off and then we'll talk talk for a bit.
Amazing. Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us today. I hope you had a good time watching our live stream. Again, we are at 3rd Street Vegas in downtown Las Vegas. This is the live from Tech Alley stream from the Tech Alley event in downtown Las Vegas. We're here every 3rd Saturday of the month. You can see us live on the live stream 3rd Saturday of the month. But if you are in Vegas or going to be in Vegas, come on down and join us at Tech Alley. We'd love to see you down here. I'd love to have you be part of the talks, part of the networking, all that good stuff. So I'm going to sign off with you for today. Go out there, do great things today. Onward and upward.